So, are we forbidden from making Kraken puns during this one then?
No, it's just they've all
Kraken open a can with the boys.
Yeah, crack open a cold one.
Crack open a cold one. Oh yeah. I'll be right.
It's a shame it's not Cthulhu, because then you'd be cracking open an old one. I feel quite ashamed of myself, to be honest.
Gilligan's just gonna throw himself off the boat at the first opportunity.
I don't want to live in this world anymore.
Then that's called doing a killing.
Is everybody quiet, or is it just my volume's too low?
Nothing your fault. It's fine. Darth Vader.
Illand is pretty quiet on my end as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Oh yeah, you're nice and loud.
Oh, good.
Tyndall's is nice and loud as well. Yeah, I really think it's just Elland.
Yeah, you guys know. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, it's just a little quiet. And you keep breaking up a little bit as well, it sounds like you got bad connection.
That is entirely likely. Internet side. Let me see if I can find it. Mess around with the settings.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. 6 people should be enough. I mean, Kraken I think is a pretty low CR. I think that's like, what, a 1 or a 2? You guys are just going to walk it piece of piece.
A Kraken is 1 or 2. Are you kidding?
Yeah, very, very. You know, they're 10 a penny. You know, you go into the Kraken cave and there's just like a bunch of Krakens and they just like throw spears and stuff.
What?
Or is that kobolds?
Not kobolds.
Oh, I may have missold this one a little bit then. Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah. Challenge 23. Challenge level 23. Hit points 470. Okay. Okay.
As I said,
I'm looking at the D&D Wiki's SRD right now. Come on.
If we actually kill the Kraken, how many levels would we all gain?
We get 50,000 experience.
you have to share it between you though, you know, so you'd probably only go up like 1 level maybe.
What, for killing something at CL23?
With 10.
It's immune from being frightened and paralysed. Damn.
You can get it drunk though.
That's true. That would definitely decrease its dexterity, I imagine.
Imagine if we had enough kegs underwater, then the... No, that's not going to work. That's just not going to work.
Just pour a lot of wine into the ocean. See if you get lucky.
You need a very long straw. Elland, do you want to try talking?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
It's still breaking up a bit. What we might have to do is get you to type or something if we're having trouble understanding you, but I'm sure we'll be able to make do. Can you understand us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Right, so let's get started then. This is going to be my first game DM'd for the Slayer's Take, but I have DM'd in the past. I try to be fair. I try not to pick on anyone or show favouritism. I like to make it all nice and random because, you know, we've got dice, we might as well use them. But you guys are signed up today to fight a Kraken.
So we're idiots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully you've done a little bit of research and you guys know that you're idiots.
I don't have to do research for that.
You walk up to the Slayer's take and you see Merton there, and he sort of goes, "Oh, geez, I'm not dressed appropriately. Let me just put on my there we go. There's my hat and the rest of it."
Is it a dunce's hat by any chance, or do we get those when we're going off to go and fight a Kraken?
You get dunce's hats, yes. They're free of charge. Free body bag, free dunce's hat. That's what you're signing up for.
That's wonderful.
So as you're all coming inside, you see someone you haven't seen before stood at the desk. Why can't I select your character? Well, I'm on the DM layer. That's because I'm not smart. So
who needs the dunce's hat now?
I've always needed one of those. So yeah,
Actually, am I in the wrong? Sorry for interrupting. Am I in the wrong thingy?
You're that one, aren't you? That's the token that's been assigned to your character. Are you
Hang
able
on.
to move it?
I am in the wrong Roll20 session.
You know what? That does make it really awkward to control your character. You know what? Let's just run with it. You stay in that session. We'll stay in this one. And we'll see who does better.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'll probably just do better by rolling.
What?
By rolling here. Am I? Hang on a minute. I'm confused now. Hold on. Sorry about this, folks. I didn't realise that I was in the wrong one.
Well, you try and find your game, and we'll
Aha!
we'll talk it out.
Aha! We see.
Can you see us?
I can see you. I can see everyone there. I can't see my character though.
You're the only one with a green health bar.
Ah! There we are.
That
That's
seems nice
the
and easy.
That's the wrong person.
That's the token that you've got assigned to your character. Did you provide a different token?
No, I didn't. I was actually renaming the token. That's all.
Oh, okay. Right. So you walk in, and there's a new person there who seems uncertain of their name. And Merton goes, I see you've arrived for your contract. A little late, but not too late. You'll be taking along a new initiate today. This is Verinicia. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Don't bother. You're a human. You'll only get it wrong.
Actually, I'm a halfling. But
Oh, you services all look the same to me. I apologise.
Try to bring this one back alive, but if you don't, I'm really not gonna hold it against you guys. It's just one of those things.
Good to know.
But yes, new initiate, and you've got... It's a very weird contract, this one. Unfortunately, Vanessa was sweet-talked by this customer, and it's not the usual way of working things. Usually you go out, you collect the parts or the creature, you bring it back, we give you money, and then you randomly leave. Oh, there you go, you're back. Yeah, you bring the creature back, the parts, you get your money. This time you're delivering it directly to the customer. He's also arranged for your transport and just kind of got everything in order. And I think he's paid us our cut in advance, so Vanessa's perfectly happy with this. Personally, I think she's insane, but, you know, you have to do what you're told.
Insanity is a fine line between genius and madness.
It's a very fine line, and it's a wavy line. I mean...
It's a very poorly distinguished line as well.
In fact, I believe it's a loopy line.
Is there even a line?
So, before you guys start on your contract, I mean, it's to defeat a Kraken. I looked at the book myself for this, and this thing seems nigh on unkillable. It seems godlike, but apparently it's already dead. What you guys are doing is... It's more like bodyguard work, and then scalping it, or whatever it is. You need to go and speak to the customer at his shop. It's just down the street, actually. Herman's Pies and Patisseries. Go
Well,
speak to
I don't
him.
think I'll be eating there again.
Totally.
I can't help but thinking that this is a trap of some description. Forgive me for saying this.
What? It's just a pie shop down the street. I mean, if it is a trap, you can run back here and get reinforcements.
No, not the pie shop.
Oh.
Is it really a Kraken?
It's not a very good pie shop.
The guy spoke to Vanessa. He says he needs some people to go along, people that are good at collecting parts and stuff. His crew has found a dead Kraken. He wants it stripped.
Okay.
Are they talking about a Kraken or maybe just a giant squid?
To be honest, if it's dead, I don't care if it's
Does
a
it
bunch
really
of
matter?
kittens. We've got our share. It's more, it's, you know, if it's a Kraken or whatever, then you guys obviously are going to score big. Which is good for you. We want to see you succeed here. We want you guys to be wealthy. Because the richer you are, the richer we are. It just makes sense.
Symbiotic relationship as per usual. Right.
Perfect.
So what are they after?
Sorry?
What parts are they after?
Oh, geez, I don't know. You'd really have to speak to him. I think he said tentacles or something and teeth.
Okay.
But,
Do Krakens have teeth?
Yes.
Too many.
Ooh.
Why is he putting teeth into pies?
You don't want to know.
I don't
How about we should ask him that?
Yeah, he's just down the street. Seriously, out of here, take a left, and it's 4 doors down. You really can't miss it. Huge, great shop. I've had a few of the pies from there. They don't taste like Kraken pies. They're actually quite nice, very filling, and just, I don't know, it made me feel a lot happier.
Pardon the question, but how do you know what Kraken tastes like?
I don't know. I imagine fishy though.
Right.
Can you? I mean, snag me just like a tiny chunk of Kraken. Just
If it proves to be a Kraken, maybe.
you've really struck my interest here. I imagine it tastes like squid or something. Oh,
Who knows? Maybe you can fry it up. Have a monster serving of calamari at the next feast.
yeah, bring back a couple of small bits of Kraken. Don't take the mick. Just like a small amount. And you know what? Mokes would love it as well. Mokes loves that fish stuff.
Do we get a bonus?
What, for bringing me back some Kraken? I mean, you'd make me happy. I'd let you try on my hat. It was more just a friendly gesture, really. If you guys don't want to, then that's up to you.
If we don't want to, then that's fine. Just don't come begging to him for any further contracts, I think he's trying to say.
Well, I don't know. I mean, go speak to your pieman. I'm very busy here with my pimp stick and my beard and my monocle and my hat.
And your
The point or something. It is a Kraken.
No, I'm really having trouble understanding you, Elland.
Okay.
yeah.
No, I couldn't get any of that either.
Yeah.
I heard the word Kraken.
I was asking if there was. Nope.
You said, I'm asking you if there's, and then you said nope. So you were clear for a second.
I'm asking if there are if he has any potions for us.
Potions. Oh, potions of healing, I'm guessing you're after, or potions of water breathing, or just generally things. No, I'm afraid.
Anything?
I'm afraid, all out of potions. Even for the newbie. You know how rare it is for us to send out a new initiate before the. Well, obviously, she's not yet initiated, but we tend to at least provide a potion. But
I know distinguishing between men and women can be hard, especially for elves.
yeah.
Is that your payback for me calling you a human earlier?
No, it's just this desk is very tall and I'm very short. I can hardly see over it. All I can really see is the top of you guys' head. That's why I wear the hat. It's so that people don't think I'm out of the office.
So people actually know that you're there.
Yeah.
Virgin, what happened to the healing potion I gave you from Merrick?
Oh, that one. That went out with another new initiate.
Oh, okay.
But
Good.
the pie guy said he would sort you out. All right. He's got transport. I assume
Sort
he's
you
got
out,
healing
right?
potions.
Sort you out.
He said he'll take you under his wing, right? And he'll give you a pie. You know. Anyway,
I don't want to know what's in that pie. Shall we get going?
go talk
Yeah.
to Simple Simon over at his pie shop.
Is he really called Simple Simon?
I don't know. No, he's called Herman. It's called Herman's Pies and
You
Pastries.
said Simple Simon!
Simple Simon was a pieman. He's the only pieman I know of. He was a good pieman, though.
Simon was a pieman? Are you having me on here? Shall we go?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys leave Merton, who's gibbering about pie men called Simon, and you take a left. You go a few shops down, and you see a large store with Herman's Pies and Pastries, and there's lots of pies in the window and everything. You don't have to physically move down. I don't actually have a pie shop to take you guys to. You're gonna have to use your imagination.
That's poor DMing. That's poor DMing. How could you not have a pie shop for us?
If there was going to be a fight in the pie shop, there would be a pie shop map. There's not going to be a fight in the pie shop. You don't get a pie shop map.
As you know, there's not going to be a fight in the pie
You
shop.
never know. We could have a fight in the pie
I
shop.
am kind of disappointed.
You know, some
Not having-
arsehole decides that he doesn't like the fact that, you know, there's a black skin walking around, or whatever the fuck Lucian is.
I could make a fight in the pie shop.
You know what?
Pie fight.
If you guys want to fight in this pie shop, I will draw up a pie shop map for you. Until then, we'll just do it imagination-wise. So, you walk into
Theater of the mind. Theater of the mind.
You walk into this shop, you see all these lovely pies, and a lovely smell of freshly baked pies, and you're met by this gentleman. He goes in, hello there, customers, please come in, have a pie, have another pie. How about a glass of ale?
What's that in there?
I mean, like he's his own best customer.
He does look extravagant.
Are you by chance Herman?
I am indeed Herman von Eldritch, actually. One of the finest pie makers ever to have walked the land. If I could walk without my shins splintering, pretty much just stand here. Yes. What sort of pies are you after? You look like a lamb and onion man to me. Lamb and onion pie?
I'm not
Are there any pies lying around at the moment?
considering they have horns.
There's pies on shelves and pies in cases. It's a pie shop. There's pies.
There's pies everywhere. I assume there's people in the back as well, making pies and baking pies and doing all those kinds of other things with pies. Does he sell cherry pies or anything sweet, or is it just meat?
Cherry, apple, meat. To be honest, all the pies that the world can muster. So are you a travelling band of pie enthusiasts?
Yes.
If only we were.
No. Well, to be honest,
Actually-
I have some extravagant pies here. What sort of thing are you after?
Before we get sidetracked, we are here from the Slayer's Take.
Oh, the Slayer's Take. You're the people that are helping me get the Kraken parts, aren't you?
Yes, we're very curious about that.
Well,
Is it actually a Kraken?
between you, me, and the wolves, there's a. I make very special pies sometimes. No, this is not strictly. I mean, it's legal. It's not. It's frowned upon though. They're magic pies. They're pies that just give you a certain spring in your step, a little oomph where it counts, And it needs some rare ingredients sometimes, and I find that.
Hold on.
I-
Viagra pies.
I mean, if you're in need, I can do pretty much anything with a decent pie.
In the Underdark, we have a saying: it's only illegal if you get caught.
Indeed. And also, I'm not hurting anyone. I don't do anything bad with the pies. And I mean, would you like to see one of my pies in action? I actually have some lovely bite-sized healing pies.
That sounds
Yes.
very
I
agreeable.
imagine those are going to be quite useful.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with having potion pies, as with anything, is obviously it has a use-by date, and because
Ingredients.
well, ingredients as well. I'm as a sign of good faith in your ability to go and collect these parts for me. And yes, it is, I believe, a real Kraken. I'm happy to give you each a nice healing pie to take with you. I mean, it's good for 2-3 days, which should cover the journey. Just make sure you eat it before you get back, otherwise it could go funny, and I don't want to know what happens to these pies once they're out of date.
Everyone walks over to the counter and starts trying to read.
What are you
She
trying
fails.
to read?
What is she trying to read? She's trying to read what all the pies are called. You know, not very familiar with the surface.
Well, these pies, I mean, there's lamb pies, steak and owl pies. This is, pies, apple pies, cherry pies, whatever takes your fancy. A few coppers for each pie, sort of thing, or silver if it's a rare pie.
We don't have these where I'm from.
Oh,
That's all.
Well, have a cherry pie. I heard somebody mention that earlier. Take a cherry pie, and But yes. Did you want to see a healing pie in action? If somebody wants to proffer a limb for me to injure with my butter knife here, and he pulls out a rather large dagger, to be honest.
Oh, that's a butter knife.
Any takers want to be cut and get a free bite of pie to see it in action?
Sure, I'll try that.
Okay. You hold out your hand. He goes out with the knife. 2 fingers come off, clean off. You take a bite of the pie, and you're healed for 3D. I almost said 3D8. You're healed for 3D4 hit points.
Okay, out of the fingers coming back.
The fingers grow back instantly. He sort of goes,
Okay.
Frightfully sorry, meant to just do a little cut. But here, you each get a pie. The scruffy, the woman, the elfish woman. Sorry, did I say scruffy? I meant gorgeous, beautiful, elven woman. I hear that you're new to the take. Is that correct?
Is he talking to my character?
Yeah. You're
Right,
the only
don't-
newbie.
Am I? Well, for a start, am I the only elf?
I think you're the only elven woman there.
Hmm?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yes.
We've got a gnome, 2 tieflings, or 3? 2?
The answer to your question is yes.
Ah.
Why?
Well, I have a special pie for you. Only heals an extra D4 of hit points. But this one here is a strawberry glazed healing pie. Again, just one bite. Takes a bonus action to swallow it yourself, or if you want to force feed it to someone, it's an action, and to be honest, you won't get on their good side. But you each...
If it saves somebody's life.
Yes, you each get a pie. Here's a pie, you a pie, there a pie. Yes, the Kraken! So, I have a band of sailors. They work for me on a ship called the Dotted Wanderer. Covered in barnacles, this ship. It's a sight to behold. The other day, they were sailing and they came across the corpse of a Kraken floating out a day or so in the Osmid Sea. Now, themselves, they're not really skilled at carving up Kraken parts and all that, so I went to the take and they sent me their best and their finest, as I can see here. So it'll be a short journey. Carve up the beast, bring it back, protect the crew from anything that might be wandering in the waters. I hear there's harpies and pirates and God knows what else thereabouts, and that's it. You get 200 gold for each tentacle you bring back, and I think I mean, it's not going to go in any pies. It's more for display, really. But the teeth, I'm willing to offer 100 gold pieces for each tooth. That's the contract.
Sounds profitable.
Yes, it does. But it also sounds incredibly dangerous.
Let's do
Just
it.
think. Just think.
But we're going
What
to the
if it wakes
sea.
up as we're carving it to pieces?
No, not if it wakes up. It's a kraken. What's so powerful that it can kill a kraken?
Gilg.
Yeah.
Or do krakens die of old age? I don't know.
Personally, I mean, it could have eaten some funny seafood. You know, that stuff that gives you bad poisoning sometimes.
Too much mercury. I see. I hear.
Yes.
A lot of mercury, a lot of quicksilver goes into the waters. Anyway,
I know.
heavy metal poisoning.
You each get a healing pie, which will last this session because as a new DM, I don't really want to start giving out loads of stuff that's like, oh, here you go, here's some potions. It's like, why the fuck do you give them all potions? So you get a healing pie each.
What do you give them all potions just in case you have a TPK on your hands?
You've each got a pie. The pie will be fine as long as you don't like. I just eat the pie.
I eat the pie.
What's the question?
It is tempting.
What did the pie taste like?
The pie was actually quite delicious. There was a strong taste of peaches
Phlegm.
and like strawberries, and sort of it was quite a fruity pie, and with a slight hint of goblin blood. You know, the magic's got to come from somewhere.
Come from something else.
Didn't realize goblins were that magical.
You've got to know how to use them, to be honest.
Peaches and goblin blood, that's just a classic pudding.
So,
Where did you come from, Druid?
Not far.
from the goblin sector.
Sounds like something out of Warhammer.
So you guys each make sure you add your pies to your character sheet. We don't. Just remember that you have the pies.
Yeah, I'm sure if I could get this fat oaf out of my face.
You just need to click somewhere on the screen and he'll disappear.
Thank you.
I didn't realise you still saw him.
Well, I do because I had no idea how to get him out my face. 'Cause the only time I've actually been doing Roll20 is when I'm the DM.
Are you looking to DM a couple of games yourself then, or are you going to get used to the take first?
Maybe a bit later.
Cool, that's fair enough. So you guys get directions to this ship, and you head over there, and it's a huge ship. This thing's fucking massive, and you meet the captain who welcomes you on board, and actually I suppose I'll show you what he looks like as well, and then you can try and get rid of that on your screen. So you meet this guy, and he goes, "Hello, my name is Captain Bob, and I will be your captain today."
He's invisible!
I'm still staring at Merton.
He's invisible!
Oh, can you not see the picture I've just brought up?
No.
No.
Oh,
It's
well,
a
that's not.
ghost trick.
I will bring you to. Okay, I'll dark out the map.
I would have shit.
Maybe because we are on it.
Yeah, you're on the wrong map. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it, this thing's a pain in the... Right, I'm going to drag you to a random map. And then I'm going to drag you to the actual map, which hopefully you guys see as blackness.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blackness. Excellent. Can you see him?
I see him.
Aha! I'm Captain Bob. My accent will wander. Apparently I'm now French. I can't remember what I was before, but anyway, I'm Captain Bob. This is my ship, the Dotted Wanderer. She is a sturdy ship. She is a beautiful ship. She has a barnacle problem. Hence the name, the Dotted Wanderer. This is my first mate, Mel. She is, there she is. She's over there. She is a musician, and she is a very, very good fighter. We are going to the Kraken.
Indeed.
We spotted her floating in the sea, lifeless, her tentacles waving to us, beckoning us closer. But we resisted. But we were tempted. But we were resisted. We decided when we got back that we were fools and we should have taken the Kraken. We spoke to Herman, and he said we were fools and we should have taken the Kraken. So now we are heading back out with you as protection. As any.
Did you see any other creatures around?
I mean, there were fishes, and there were sharks, and there was Mel. She wears that very low-cut top.
Nothing that I can use my great sword on, then.
Oh, I mean, if you put it like that, I'm sure she'll be interested in your great sword. Anyhow,
Not entirely what you can see. Daedal is just blushing, essentially, because that's not exactly what he meant.
now please,
Villainous face palms.
Wonder, did the Kraken show any visible, damage? Any kind
the
of sign
Kraken.
of what might have killed the beast?
We did not get close enough to see, to properly study the beautiful creature, but from a distance, it looked as though it may have drowned.
Wait. Drowned?
It was floating in the ocean. In my experience, if somebody is floating in the ocean, they have drowned.
See a lot of drowned Kraken.
It's a Kraken, for God's sake! Sorry.
I am but a humble captain. You speak to the crew, maybe they know more.
I can tell you that they know more. How does a Kraken drown? It breathes water.
Well, that is how you drown. You try breathing water. You see how quickly you live.
Got a point.
Then how come a shark can live underwater then,
It's because it is a fish. It is not a kraken.
This man is a genius.
Anyway, we are setting sail now. I cannot stand around talking with you skillewags. Get on the board.
Well, we're getting on a boat, so other than sailing, that's all we're gonna do is stand around.
Okay, so you all get on board ship and you see there are a few other crew members. It's not an overly crewed ship. But eventually you meet up with Mel, who's looking kind of pissed off. She's handling the rigging.
What's the first mate doing handling the rigging?
Exactly. What is the first mate doing handling the rigging? A good captain would have a sufficient number of crewmen to handle this stuff. I shouldn't have to do it myself.
Shouldn't have to do it at all.
Exactly. If I were in charge, well, when I'm in charge, we're going to make sure this thing is properly crewed, properly stocked, no more stale bread, no more beef jerky. I hate beef jerky. Who are you? Are you new crew?
Not precisely.
Have a sauce?
We're from the Slayer's Take.
Slayer's Take. I'm not familiar with it myself. I'm not really from around these parts.
We understand that during a previous voyage you sighted a Kraken.
Oh yes, yes. I pointed it out to the captain. He didn't seem interested. I mean, it's not often you see a dead kraken. It seemed very weird. It looked like it had a few bites taken out of it, but I mean, it was pretty much intact.
That's good to know.
Yes, we're being sent along with you to provide protection while the Kraken corpse is harvested.
Oh, that's actually quite smart. I've never really known the captain to do something so intelligent. That's
I'm
Captain
not
didn't
sure
do
of
it.
the idea.
The captain didn't do it. Oh, it was Herman, I'm betting.
Yes, that is the one.
I'm quite fond of that guy. He makes a mean pie.
So we hear.
Especially if you've got something that ails you in the trouser department, and she looks over at Ulfra, or however you pronounce your name, and winks.
There's nothing wrong with my trouser department.
Of course there's not. I mean,
With that beard.
we're setting sail now, but you come back and find me once we've been at sea a little while, and we'll have a quiet chat. The few of you. I have a business proposition. Blah blah blah. You know what? I have an offer for you of some work. You
Everyone
seem
seems
Good
to
for you,
make an
sir.
offers to us.
Interesting.
That's
How
intriguing.
big was the Kraken, out of curiosity?
It's a Kraken.
It was huge. I mean, at first I thought it was an island.
Shit size.
Oh, easily the size of the ship. Goodness, if it had been alive, it would have swallowed us whole. I mean, I'm surprised I hadn't seen it sooner. I mean, like wandering the waves sort of thing. It's, I don't know. It's almost like it's from another plane or something.
That's because they are.
I know. I was just pulling your leg.
Spoilers.
Anyway, yeah. I've got to busy myself with this rigging. You guys, if you want, you can make yourselves busy and help out on the ship. Otherwise, just try and stay out of people's way. It's a lot of work for such a skeleton crew. So
I would be happy to assist.
okay, those that want to help, you get given jobs to do, mainly involve pulling rope and raising anchors, and if you really want to do it, you can scrub the deck, but probably best not to.
You get taught the swirly whirly.
But eventually the ship gets cast off, and Captain Burb is over at his wheel, and kind of, you get the impression he's not that bright. His crew seems to be doing most of the sailing for him, but the ship's going forwards. That's mostly what you want out of a ship, really. It's floating somewhere. And after a little while, you go down, you have a look around the decks and all that, and as I said, it's a really huge ship. After a little while, do you guys want to go and speak to Mel again to see what her business opportunity was?
Well, my character needs to pray for the moment, so...
You don't have to go along. Does anybody want to go along and speak to her? Or, you can pray for a bit and then talk to her later. It's going to be a day's sailing.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you folks. Should we go and...
Yeah,
this
we can.
woman?
We might as well hear what she has to say.
Actually,
Indeed.
with that con saving throw, that does remind me I was going to do something. If everyone could roll a con saving throw with a DC of 10 to see if you get seasick or not.
That is precisely what I was rolling.
I get advantage for being an ex-sailor.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sweet.
Is that your actual background, yeah?
She's a sailor, well, ex-sailor.
Close.
Never mind.
You're all fine with this. It's
Hang
not
on,
particularly
hang
what
on,
you
I
do.
haven't rolled.
Oh, you haven't rolled yet.
No, I'm one of those... What do I do? Oh, right.
Oh, you need these character sheets. It was a DC of 10, so you're fine. You're a little queasy, but you managed to keep it togetger.
She lives underground! This is not what you do when you're underground!
This reminds you a lot. There's like underground water.
Yeah,
You've been on water before.
yeah, it's not pleasant.
No, but
Things larger than krakens tend to live underwater.
Yeah. Like squids. But so you eventually go and speak to Mel, and she goes, well, the reason I want to speak to you guys is you seem like you could handle yourselves in a fight. You look tougher than most of the people on board this ship. I'm looking to get rid of one or two of the barnacles on this ship that might put up a bit of trouble.
The barnacles?
Living barnacles?
Like when I say barnacles,
She means crew.
I mean, yeah. But not so much the crew. I've no issue with any of the crew. The crew are fine. Most of them. A couple of them are a little lazy, but a slap round the back of the head, that will knock them into line.
You mean stage a mutiny?
Captain Idiot.
Mutiny's an ugly, ugly, ugly word, but it's incredibly accurate to what I'm actually trying to do here.
An ugly word for an ugly duty. I will
It's-
have no part of it.
I will have no part in this either. Lucian storms out.
No. Okay, no Lucian, no Lucian.
I stay behind. I'm like, so why exactly do you want to try and do that?
The captain is
My vows will not
running...
permit this. I will not defend him, but I will not aid you in any way.
That's fine. You can leave then, and I'll talk with anyone that stays behind.
Vanessa leaves.
I'm still here.
Clear.
So,
I'm still
Unless, you can prove the captain's, actually evil, I don't think that it's a paladin's place to go, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to be completely fine with this. You staging a mutiny.
he's not evil, he's just stupid. He doesn't have to die. I'm not going to kill him. Unless he makes me kill him.
Isn't it easier to stage this when you're on when you're not on the ship?
Couldn't we just wait until he's asleep?
See, the problem with not being on the ship is, there are legal issues with taking somebody's ship from them. And you know, we're in the sea here and there's not many legal people around. That's why it's best to do it while at sea. Plus it's far more exciting.
So what was your... Do you have a plan? Did you have an idea?
Well, the crew's behind me, most of them. You're behind me. Basically, I'll just ask him nicely for the wheel.
I'm in front of you.
Oh, he's one of those. Oh, they support me in my endeavours. Was that word too big?
People.
I know what support means, thank you.
I meant
You know what endeavours mean?
Sounds like
Furious
somebody's
hammering
got
on the keyboard.
very old keyboard there. Or
Yeah,
very large
either,
keys.
either that, or it's like a laptop keyboard.
Aye.
Damn it! I need to put some oil on this typewriter. So, anyway, when time comes, and it'll be quite obvious when time comes, I'm not going to do this quietly. Just, if you happen to be on my side when shit hits the fan, there's going to be some gold in it for you. That's all I'm saying, okay?
I will try to prevent anyone from actually getting hurt. Not sure how much that's going to help you.
Well, if you're protecting me from getting hurt, then I'm okay with that. Okay?
If a captain assaults you, then I suppose I shall have to stand in his way.
Fantastic. I thought you left, but welcome back.
I had
stand in the doorway like Javert.
Well, in truth be told, I was standing outside the door.
Anyhow, feel free to wander about the ship, talk to some of the crew, and you'll get a better feeling of the captain. I'll speak to the captain himself. You'll see, he's a problem. So you guys,
Cool.
you leave. As you get outside the door, you see Legion stood there listening at the door, and also you see this guy stood next to him. And he goes, What were you talking about in there? I heard somebody say mutiny. You say mutiny? You guys are here for mutiny?
No, we were talking about pies. We were saying they were muttony.
You has pies?
Yeah, we saw some pies back at the shop. Herman sent us.
Oh,
That's gotta be a
Herman.
bluff. That's gotta be a bluff check.
Yeah, roll deception. I doubt. The problem is these sailors are not particularly bright, especially this one. He's drunk.
Oh, my deception's awful. Okay, let's give it a whirl.
Persuasion, but I'll there's a nat 20. A nat 20 any day of the week's good.
Why are you on -2?
My charisma's awful.
Oh god.
So yeah, these pies, they sound tasty. I like mutton pies. There's a lot. Is this a pie fancy club? I like pie.
You should pass by Herman's when we get back in port.
I work for a man named Herman. He owns a pie shop. I wonder if they are competing Hermans.
No,
I wonder the same thing.
I'm going to get more rum, and you guys, you watch yourselves, okay? I have my eyes on you, and you, and you. You not so much, because you are small and creepy. But you, I have my eyes on you. And he walks off. Well, he kind of staggers off.
Oh, that was interesting.
So the less time we spend here, the better.
yes, I agree. Are you on board with this thing? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Is there any...
We just try and stay out of the way.
Yeah, we're just looking around if there is anyone else overhearing, listening in.
There's... roll a perception, and I'll roll a stealth. You don't see anyone. You don't see anyone.
Wait, what's their stealth? Is it the 13 that they've done there?
Yeah.
What? I wonder what their dexterity is. Oh, what? 12? Shit. Actually, what's the light condition?
Oh, you're inside a ship. It's kind of dark, I guess. Would you get advantage on that? You won't be out in the sunshine.
I don't know. What does dark vision give me?
The ability to see in the dark.
Alright, in that case I have
give you
no
advantage. Okay, so yeah, you don't see anybody else listening or hang around. But you wander around the ship. There's some rum if anybody wants to partake or whatever. And eventually the captain comes down to find you. Hello, my little dumplings. We are coming close to the Kraken. I believe it is but a few hours away. So
We're not that close then, are we?
yes, I mean, we are closer than we were before I started this sentence, because we are moving in the right direction.
Do you need any help around the ship?
No.
Don't say that.
No, we have plenty of crew. We are all good. And everything is fine. I don't know why you're asking.
Just being friendly, I guess.
Oh, well, I appreciate the friendshipness. It is very good. Have you seen Mel about anywhere? I had some jobs for her to do, but I have not seen her.
Not recently?
She was around the rigging earlier.
Oh, I will
Haven't
go
seen
and have a
her
look.
afterwards.
Actually, I should probably be up on the wheel, otherwise the ship, she is steering herself. Can somebody go find her for me? There's a good chap.
Do you not have a helmsman?
No? What is a helmsman?
Someone who steers the ship from the helm.
Oh, that is me. I'm the Captain Helmsman.
Right.
Gilgal facepalm.
Anyway, the ship starts listing slightly and tipping. He goes, apparently I am needed on deck. I must go quickly. And he runs out. Just as he runs out, Mel comes staggering out from the shadows and sort of goes, well, I told you the time would be obvious. I don't know where we're going. We seem to be tipping over. Now is a good time. Follow me up on deck. Whether you're with me or not, I really don't care. Just come on up.
Good time for what? Oh, right.
So let me do reveal areas. No, it doesn't let me do that bastard thing. I was hoping to just turn the fog off. Aha!
Oh,
You can see a lovely big old ship there.
That's a big old ship.
You ever take a big ship? That's a big ship.
Yeah, I've taken a few big ships in my time.
I know.
What?
Just one of those things.
Stop giving my character the wrong fucking name!
I did. It's whatever it's saved as. Right, let me set this up. Let's do a little bit of DM work. You correct the name, I will set your character so that that is their proper token. Where's your character?
There you go.
Are you sure you want her to have that name? Is everything spelled correctly, yeah?
Yes, that is her name.
Okay, I have deleted your token on your character sheet, and you are now using that token.
Thank you.
Boom. Token saved. Right.
Where's the helm? I don't even see I don't even see a
It's up
stick.
there.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Cool.
I didn't see that bit there.
Right, so you see Mel is on board. Mel is on board. Everybody's on board. Mel's up at the helm, and she goes, Captain, you have put this crew in danger. You have run us round rocks so closely that we nearly died. You are a fool, and I'm taking over. And he sort of looks at the wheel and looks at her and then goes, "But this is my ship. I paid a few thousand gold for it. You cannot just take it." And you see the two sailors behind him sort of step forwards. They both... It looks like identical twins, and the ones at the bottom that are with Mel look like triplets. And they sort of go, "Yes, we're the captain. It is his ship. We'll defend him." And the triplets go, "Mel is a far better captain than you'll ever be, and we are on her side. Damn it, she's pretty."
Five sailors for a ship this size? Small wonder the captain's made some enemies.
The captain draws his scimitar and says, "And so it has come to this. Draw your weapons. You shall die at my hand." And I want everyone to roll an initiative.
Ah, God.
God can't help you now. Where's my initiative tracker? It's one of these. Nope, not that one. Oh, look at all the 10s. Damn it, Kilg. I'm subtracting one from your initiative roll. You're making it look messy.
I attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of selected token.
You need to click on your token.
Have you selected your token? Please tell me your token's
what?
attributed to you.
Yeah, you need to click on your token and then roll.
Oh, right. Blah. Oh, for God's sake. Are we in the sunlight?
It's a little cloudy, but yeah,
Is it bright sunlight?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna say it's cloudy enough that you're not in direct sunlight.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, merciful GM.
Well, seeing as it's your first game, I really don't want you to die, and I want you to be doing some damage. Right, so let's sort these out into order. Descending. Can I get a dexterity modifier from Lucian and from Daedalus?
1 from
1?
Lucian.
Daedalus?
I think it's 1. It's +1 for me as well. But I think it includes on my roll.
Oh, no. It's more just the fact that you all rolled 10s, so we're gonna... Okay, let's have a roll-off. Yo, dance off, bro. Roll 1d20 each. Whoever... basically, I'm gonna use that to determine who goes first out of each of you. Out of all of us, even. 18 for Lucian. 17, thank you for not just rolling another 18. Well, that's good. That means we're already in the right order. Excellent. Saves me so much issue. Okay, so that happens, and just as that happens, and I'm quite pleased that nobody's noticed the map change already, but the ship grinds to a halt, jarringly so.
Oh.
And if nobody is paying enough attention, they probably wouldn't have noticed that map change either.
Jesus Christ, that's a huge head.
It's like a Kraken. Oh shit.
The ship just stops like it's hit land, and everyone sort of jars forward slightly.
That would probably be a dex check to avoid falling over.
It's not that much of a jarring. It wasn't like you're doing 50 miles an hour here. It was, you know.
It's a ship!
No one was actually buying the sails.
Yeah, all the sails are down actually, so we were actually just sort of lazily sailing around in a circle.
Did I just accidentally move the map to the token layer? That would be retarded. Why would I do that?
I don't know, why would you do that?
Why would I do that? There you go.
Why would you do that?
I mean...
That's fucking terrifying. I've got to say.
What, the fact that I'd moved that to the wrong layer?
No, the fact that there's now just a giant dragon head right next to the fucking ship.
Oh, so you've only seen the dragon head. Oh, okay. Don't look at the front of the ship then. It'll scare the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Permission to do a perception check.
Yes.
What are you
That's so
perception
good.
checking for? This is passive perception. This thing is not being stealthy. The ship has stopped. You have all lurched forwards. I'm saying you all see this, which is why I pointed it out. Otherwise, I would just kept quiet. Hopefully,
You know when they said that Kraken was dead. I have a sneaking suspicion that that is not exactly the case. That's a giant fucking tentacle I see there.
Is it moving?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is most definitely moving.
Okay.
That probably explains as to why we are stationary. This mutiny can wait.
At which point, the captain goes, "Sacre bleu! What the hell is that?" And of there, it is you to act first.
Shite.
Shite!
That is my action.
You shit yourself. You are like 140 feet away from it, so take you a while to get there.
It's just like, shite! Okay.
Even at a dash, I can hit that. Just move towards the giant tentacle, I guess.
It's 130
That's a big ship.
It is a huge ship. I could have made it smaller, admittedly, but
that big.
Yeah.
It's not that big. I mean, it's what? It's... How do I do? How do I get the arrow thing?
That's the little ruler.
Right, okay.
It's like 4 below the mouse pointer.
I see it. So it's about 230 foot long.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Imperial unit illiterate, so can someone translate that to meters for me?
It's a big ship.
It's about 80 meters long. It's about 80 meters long. Because 3 foot is 1 meter.
Yeah. Tyndalls. With your little legs.
Thanks.
Okay, well, first of all, I shout up at all of the crew, "Sort this shit out later, we're under attack." And then I go bear.
Bear?
Yep, I turn into a bear.
Right.
Oh, you go bear. Cool.
I'm just like, what?
Tyndall strips off.
Who does that?
You know what they say, go bear or go home.
Sorry, I didn't realise we were in the Underdark again.
I'm gonna dash with my bear speed.
Down the stairs.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm going below decks. Fuck you guys.
Fuck it! I'm going under!
Y'all are crazy, I'm going under decks.
And that's my go.
Kilg.
I'm going to dash towards the Kraken.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Lucian.
Quick question.
Yep.
Are these functional cannons?
You don't know.
But they are present.
They are present.
Okay. Well, first I shall shout at Captain Bob and Mel. I agree with the gnome. We should sort out your issues later. We must protect ourselves. And then I shall dash off to the nearest cannon. Should be 1, 2, 5. And I'll attempt to see if I can do anything with it.
Roll intelligence for me, please.
Do you even know what a cannon is?
Do
you have the proficiency in firearms?
God, no.
So even if he does manage to figure out how to fucking fire it, we're not going to hit shit anyway.
Probably not.
An 11. Okay. You, I should have set the DC lower on that. You roll the ball down the cannon, and you sort of, light the, what do you call it, wick? Or whatever?
Fuse.
The fuse. You light the fuse on the cannon, the fuse burns down, and nothing happens. And you sort of think to yourself, gunpowder. It uses gunpowder. Where is the gunpowder?
What's gunpowder?
What is gunpowder? Where is it? I mean, I'm having an existential crisis here.
What is Aleppo? I mean, you know.
Data.
Also, I need to do something.
I'm just straight to the Kraken as well. My 60 feet.
Why are you rolling 1d6?
Actually, I'm good.
Because I'm a weird tiefling. I need to find out what spell I have for today.
Ah.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I haven't rolled mine either. I'm abyssal as well. Yeah, and I'm just going to start heading towards get on the harpoons, basically. I'm just going to shout to get on the harpoons, which are probably easier to use than cannons for most of us. And yeah.
It's good the crew gets to go before the Kraken. And Captain Bob goes, what are harpoons? And what is gunpowder? As these are just for decoration. They don't do things. We are a merchant vessel. We carry pies. Oh, and also kill the squid. Kill the big squid. And Mel sort of just rolls her eyes and goes, fine, we will kill him later. Clearly, this is not the Kraken that we spotted, but it seems to be alive. There's a good chance we're not going to make it out of this one, everyone. It's do or die, and I think we're going to die. And the crew are going to follow suit and run at the Kraken. And I can't bother to measure for everyone.
Those are some fucking tough crew. Oh, it's a giant thing. What are we going to do? Let's go and attack it. And they're supposed to, like, run away.
The captain stays where he is because he needs to, like, steer the ship.
The ship isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Captain, so you figure it.
I will fight it from here. Durr, you go away, you stupid Kraken. This is my ship. I paid lots of money for it. Okay, it's the Kraken's turn. And the Kraken isn't very fast. Well, its tentacles aren't, anyway. Moves to there. Yeah. And it can't reach you, so it's gonna dash.
Oh yes, come closer.
So the Kraken's tentacle moves towards your face. Veronisa.
Hello. Right, okay. I don't know how movement and stuff works in this game, so back when I was doing D&D, it was always move action, standard action. Is that still the case?
You have
a move action, and you can use your standard action to dash, which is a move action.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you're a paladin, so you don't have bonus action dash or anything like that. So you can move twice if you don't attack or do anything actiony, like try and fire a cannon.
Is there such a thing as a 5-foot step anymore?
No.
Fuck me. Okay, right.
What's a 5-foot step?
Literally, it was a free action that you could do where it was just like, okay, I do this. You could move 5 foot in any direction as a free action. 1 square.
No.
Well, that's technically the move action by default, because you have the move action as part of your turn anyway.
Yeah,
you can't use your move action.
Well, I don't want to. Can I see the tentacle from where I am at the moment, or is the mast blocking the way?
The mast is kind of blocking the way, but in all fairness, if you look at the map, you'll see the tentacle isn't just like a little piddly tentacle. It's fecking huge. It's holding the ship in place.
Wait, that is the tentacle there?
That's the tentacle there. What the icon...
That is the tentacle there, or is that like the tip of it?
That is representing where the tentacle is focused, I guess you could say, or where the tentacle actually is, sort of thing. I can't make the map that much.
Can I hit it with a bow from my current position?
You'd have to take a step to the side, I guess. The
Really?
in the way. It's a free whatever. It's only a movement action to take 1 step to the side. You can move and attack. You can move up to 30 feet and attack.
All right, I'll go here, and then I will try and attack Aru.
It's 90 feet away. I don't know if that would be at disadvantage or not, but attack
No,
away.
it's 150 feet on a longbow.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Oh, it's a longbow, is it? Sorry. Yep, go ahead.
Yep. Okay. So, right. No, that's a miss.
Yeah, that is a miss, I'm afraid. Okay.
Right.
Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
You can move.
I'm going to sigh angrily.
I'm afraid that's an action to sigh angrily in this game. I know you're not used to... But no, I'm joking.
Fuck off. I know it used to be a free action to speak, but come on.
This game's like over the top now. If you want to raise an eyebrow, that's a bonus action. And
Sorry, I didn't realise we were playing 4th Ed.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, the ship rocks slightly.
Oh, was
And
it?
another
Like
Kraken
that.
tentacle slaps up onto the deck, encompassing
Where's-
the captain.
Oh. Bye!
Apparently, that's taking the choice away from us if we want to help the mutiny or not.
Hey, no, you know what it does? It absolves us of all responsibility.
We tried our best.
Loot him.
At this point, the captain goes, "I should also point out that the lifeboats are also for decoration. I don't want to alarm anyone, but we are
What
in
have I made
quite a
out of
lot
sugar or
trouble."
something?
Oh no, I drilled holes in them and bolted them to the boat so that nobody could steal them. I'm a very smart captain. And then you hear Mel sort of go, "You're a fucking idiot."
That does not mean that we can't use them, we just have to block the hole.
I say the same thing, but much louder.
You're a fucking moron!
Okay, Ulfa. How do you pronounce that, by the way? Or is Ulfa?
Ulfer?
Ulfa?
Ulfius, good enough.
Ulfa.
Ulfer.
Ulfa 1 and 1 for Ulfa.
Because I have 80 dwarf legs, I can dash to there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the bonus action to cast Rite of the Storm on my hand axe, I guess. So some Kraken lightning around the hand axe.
I will say, a full-size Kraken is resistant to lightning damage.
Yeah. Also, wasn't that an attack of opportunity considering the fact that he's within your reach range?
Who's within your range?
No, you need to start. You need to when you're moving outside of the melee range.
You're casting a spell.
That's not how it works anymore.
Well, it's a
They've changed it.
action on that.
They've changed everything.
This isn't actually Dungeons and Dragons.
The only thing
This is just Jamie's weird dice rolling game. Sorry.
Right. Alpha, I assume that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, I will say to everyone, could you roll a nature check for me, please, with a DC of 15?
Not really supposed to tell us the DC, but go on.
I'm telling you the DC now because, to be honest, I probably would just tell you this shit anyway.
You probably forget it otherwise.
And if you used to be a sailor, you have advantage.
Sweet.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Nice.
That didn't help.
Chessie and Daedus.
Yeah.
You've read a book or two about Krakens, and you saw this documentary once, David Attenborough's World of Krakens. This Kraken seems a little bit stumpy. This isn't a full-size Kraken. This is a fucking baby Kraken, or like a young Kraken or something. This is probably, you know, this isn't gonna kill you, but you still probably don't really want to tangle with it for too long, you know. And you definitely don't want to get in the way, because if this thing comes back to haunt you, whatever, You're going to be nervous next time you take a bath in case this fucker comes back after you. You know.
Right.
It's a good thing that some of these people don't take baths.
Tyndall's. If Smelly Joe was here, he'd be in his element. He'd be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that smelly bastard when you need him?
Tyndall's.
Right.
Get your bear on.
I'm gonna bite and claw the Kraken. I guess.
What's your health? Oh, you've added your bear health just to your normal health bar.
Yeah, I thought that might make it easier if I add the bear health on top, and then we can see when I get knocked back down.
No, that's fair enough. Usually I'd say do it as a second bar, but you're using both. You're using all of your
Oh, I didn't know
circles,
how
aren't
to
you?
do a second bar.
You've got your passive perception as one. I mean, I can change it to a health bar if you want. If you want to have
Oh,
a blue bar for your health.
Yeah, sure.
So it's 55 your hit points. If you don't mind me revealing
my
that to
bear
everyone.
hit points are 34.
Oh, you've just added it on.
Just added it on.
Right. Jeez, this is laggy. Right, give me a
But
second.
about 50 is change from that.
Oh. There you go. So now the blue health bar is for your bear, and the
Yeah.
red health bar is for you.
Okay.
Cool. So step up and get yourself a slice of Kraken.
I get to find out what Kraken tastes like.
Before the rest of us.
Before
You
the
go.
others. That's assuming you hit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Only if the bite
Oh, come on. It's a Kraken. How hard can it be? That
That's
was not what...
interesting. I think that hits.
There's no roll there.
1 second, I've not used this before.
Just roll 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Thanks.
I'll help you with it. Actually, I can help you with it now, I guess.
Ooh.
Oh, your wild shapes. You've only got a giant elk. Well, that's the only one I can see.
What?
Where'd you get the bear stuff from? Is it on your character sheet?
Yeah, I've got a Tyndall's Beast Shapes folder.
Oh, Tyndall's B-shapes folder. Oh, I'm looking at wild shapes druid
Okay.
folder. Is it under character sheets?
Yep.
I see fungus wild shapes.
Oh. No, I can't see any of the ones you're seeing.
I see all.
No, it's in your center.
It's one that
No,
meant
I found it.
Yeah?
Tyndall's bear form. Yep. Right. So you have got to be kidding. No. Yeah, this is set up like that. Okay, right. So just give me 1 second. Apologies, everyone. And you've seen the magic.
Yes, thank you.
That's alright. And I'll do that for your claws as well. And now if you click it, that should hopefully roll some damage.
How many attacks do you get? Was it one for the bite, one for the claws?
Yeah. So obviously the bite, I'm assuming, is missed.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't scroll down, I didn't see it. A 7, unfortunately, yes, is a miss.
Yeah.
And if you click the claws,
Yay.
23 hits,
Yeah.
and effect is 11. So I assume
That's
just
11 damage, piercing.
Yep, you hit it.
Yay!
That looked painful.
Knock a big old chunk of Kraken tentacle onto the floor. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Kilg.
I used a dash action to get to here,
Okay.
and that's gonna be my turn for this round.
Okay. Lucian.
Can I Move over here
Yes.
and attack the tentacle.
The tentacle is technically where its icon is.
Oh, it's down there.
Yeah, so it'd be a ranged attack. Which does mean you can move through here without... You can move along here without any issue. It really...
Okay.
It's just part of the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, otherwise it'd make it very easy for me to just be like, okay, I attack this person. It's like, but you're nowhere near them. Yeah, but it's a tentacle. You know, it moves.
It's a fucking Kraken. I mean, come on. Like, the Kraken itself is like... It's a colossal creature?
It's a baby Kraken. It's technically only
Oh, it's Gargantuan. Oh, it's only Gargantuan.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Okay, so I will run over there and lob a javelin at it.
Good luck getting that javelin back.
If you miss, it does go over the side of the ship.
Or it just hits the floor in front of the Kraken.
We'll roll for that. Oh, but it hits.
Oh,
You do 6
ow.
piercing damage. Cool. Anything else you wish to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
No. Daedalus.
I think I'll follow suit and just move closer to the Kraken and throw a javelin as well.
Okay.
It's 30 feet around here.
I think this tentacle's far enough inside that only a natural one will make it even go anywhere near the edge of the ship. Fingers crossed.
Don't roll an actual one.
Yeah.
Miss. I remember the good old days of 2E when critical misses were a thing.
It really does depend on the DM with 5E.
Ooh.
Yeah.
23
Oh, that's a hit.
hits. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Although
guys
barely any damage.
doing some damage, but you're no closer to working out what the actual AC of the Kraken is because you're either rolling over 20 or less than 10. Could be anything. Right. Now it's time for the actual crew of this ship to step up and do some attacking. So Captain Bob sort of reluctantly lets go of the wheel and goes, I am coming for you, you fishy freak. And he's gonna scimitar.
Did the other two sailors disappear?
No, they're up here.
Oh, didn't see
They're
them.
just very well camouflaged.
They're really dark and they've got names below them. You guys can't complain. I tried to make it nice and clear.
Stop whining.
We're players. We can complain about anything.
Not fair. Right, these pirates are going to move in unison. Because it's really only one pirate and he's cast a mirror image on himself. No, it's not really. But they're going to move up to there, which is a dash.
They're pirates now?
Did I say pirates? I meant sailors. Obviously they're sailors. Whoever would call them a pirate.
Interesting.
Oh, God.
I mean, you've got to expect storyline with this as well, you know? And Mel is going to run back up this way and be like, I will help you, I guess, maybe, I don't know.
I'll help you if I have to.
I'll help you, Mr. Kraken. And these two are going to also dash... Oh, actually, I think... Are they able to dash? Oh, wait, would they really want to dash up to the... They're not going to dash up to the tentacle, because what sort of genius does that?
Aren't they also drunk?
They're slightly rummed up.
Rummed up. That's one way of saying it.
Seeing Mel run towards the captain, they're backing up the captain. And it is now the Kraken's turn.
They are masters of the drunken fist, essentially.
Yeah.
Or the drunken sword, I guess.
Drunken masters. Right, so this Kraken is gonna... the one on the far left, the one that arrived late to the party, is gonna have a whip at the captain.
A cool whip.
A cool whip. At 23 hits, it wraps around the captain, dealing 8 points of damage, and squeezes him very tightly. And you hear him cry out, this is not fair! I barely done any damage to him, and I have so much life left to live. Anyway, I will continue talking for a good 7 or 8 minutes, even though it is not my turn, because I am French and it is what we do. Oh, what? I just did damage to the Kraken tentacle.
that works.
I'm a DM, guys. I do DM stuff.
I'm the DM, guys.
I'm a guy. Right, and this Kraken tentacle is gonna sort of go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and attack Kilg.
Damn it.
With a tentacle. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That does 11 damage, and you are now grappled. I'm going to mark people that are grappled with something. Do we have anything tentacly on the marking little token things? We don't, do we? I'm going to put the skull and crossbones.
You can put the net.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's this.
Have a net.
Oh, yeah, all that.
There's this or that. There is indeed this or that. Okay, Kraken Tentacle has had its turn. Damn it. Oh, that's not even the net. That's spiderweb, isn't it? I'm fucking retarded. Right, Veronisa.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, what do I even do in this situation? Let me just do some quick distance calculations. Right, we're 90 feet away from that one. You just imagine her just trying to do the
the mental maths.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Am I?
How fucked am I at this point in time? Really, I shouldn't have left the Underdark in the first place, but okay. How fast can you? Oh,
30 feet, I believe you're moving.
Move, yeah.
Actually, what sort of elf? Oh, you're a drow elf, aren't you? Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
If you're a wood elf, you'd be able to move faster, but only 5 feet faster.
Yeah. Hang on. Was it there? Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
That's about right.
$12. That'll probably be a miss.
I'm doing DM rolls with the Kraken. That's retarded. I should really stop saying retarded. Well, at least I realise now, rather than like 4 hours from now. And I close the thing. A 12 is a miss.
Alright. I reckon its AC is probably about 14 or 16.
To be honest, you were very close both of those times, but still wrong.
15.
It's a 14 or a 16, I'm sure of it, guys.
It's a 14 or a 16. You've both quite close both times. 15? Yep. Hey, it's better than what it should be, which is 18.
Yeah. It's still tough, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Hello! There's a third one!
I mean...
Yeah.
It's
There's 8 of them, isn't there?
Don't say that!
It is now Ulfa's turn.
I still remember the voice of David Attenborough saying, with all its 8 legs.
And here is a Kraken in its natural habitat.
You find that often they devour ships whole. This one here, but a youngling. You have your flanking. Oh, actually, I suppose if you move round one, you'll be flanking with the bear. But at the moment, Kilg is grappled, so I don't think I'd consider that flanking.
I'll move there then.
Yeah, so you'd have advantage on your attack. Because that's how the Slayers take apparently play their ones. I think that's awesome, giving people advantage for flanking. Most
Very
games
good.
I've played in, if they do flanking, they just give like +1 to attack or something.
Yeah, flanking in 5e is advantage, isn't it?
It's one of those things that's not a set rule, really, I don't think. Flanking.
Yeah, I think it's optional.
Yeah. But anyway, you have advantage on your attack?
Cool. Could we assume that Ulfer's not an idiot like the person who's controlled him, and he would have cast something that the character's not immune to? Because I can cast Right of the Dawn as opposed to Right of the Storm. She could be radiant damage instead of lightning.
Did you roll well on your nature check?
No. Well, 10.
10? Yeah, no, you wouldn't have known that Krakens are immune to lightning.
Alright, I'll
But
just leave it.
as I said, this is a young one, so maybe you should roll the lightning damage anyway, and perhaps it will still have an effect.
We'll see.
If he gains that many.
It has resistance, doesn't have immunity.
I can't remember for Krakens, to be honest. Is it resistance?
Oh no, it's damage immunity. Fuck. Technically speaking, it's also damage immunity from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. But let's just let that one slide.
It is again.
It is a Yankling.
This is not a full.
It's not a Kraken. It's not a Kraken.
Right, so that's 9 damage from the hit.
It'd be 2 lightning, and then I get a second attack for 2 weapon fighting. Nice.
And 2. Oh, what, are you using an offhand weapon?
Yeah, I've got a 2 weapon fighting as a fighting
yeah.
spell.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. That's a 20 for 6.
Ouch.
Nice.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Kraken's this tentacle's looking quite beat up. You seem to have like you're carving and hacking through it, and you're getting quite deep into the meat of the matter.
Quick
Tyndalls.
question.
Yes, Legion.
Sorry. Is this actually making holes in the ship, or are they just coming over?
They're coming over. This is not sprouting up through the ship.
Right. Okay, that's good.
That's a yes.
That's
On your turn, I will have you roll a perception, but we'll wait for your turn to come round.
my turn. Oh dear.
Tyndalls. Oh, you can roll. You know what? Everyone can roll a perception if they want. Why not? Whoever wants to roll a perception, this is a listening perception.
Sure.
Lucian is deaf. Kilg is... In all fairness, most of you are pretty distracted. There's a fucking Kraken attacking the ship. Chessie and Callum, or whatever your character's name is.
14.
Yeah, I guess Legion as well. Wait, I thought you already rolled. Oh, that was Lucian. Okay, you guys, you can hear like the tentacles moving over the ship. It's making the sound of just like wood being scraped against by these Kraken tentacles.
Splintering
and
wood, yeah.
There's splashing, and there's the sort of shit that you'd expect when your ship's being hugged by a baby Kraken. But also you can hear the sound of something chewing through the bottom deck. The sound of teeth against wood.
Well, folks, even if we kill these things, it's gonna eat through the bottom of the ship. So either way, we're fucked. I hope everyone knows how to swim.
Tyndalls.
Okay.
It's just using it as a toothpick, essentially. Trying to clear.
I hope so. Otherwise, we're all
fishes.
screwed. Why couldn't there be a totem of the shark?
Oh.
I'm just going to attack it again.
That's a good idea. You'll have advantage.
Oh,
But I set it to roll 2 anyway, so that's a 22 for 12 damage. You get your first taste of Kraken tentacle. You take a big...
That's a bit sort of, gamey or...
You get a big bite of it. It's a little rubbery, but you know what? It tastes quite nice actually. It's...
And that should taste quite salty as well.
Yeah,
Sort of like chewing on salted pork.
no, but the outside skin's a little salty, and the mouth feels a little bit, as I said, a little bit rubbery. But you take a bite, you swallow it. It's not bad. You know what?
Good to know.
You think to yourself,
Eating our profits.
You think to yourself, a pie full of this would be delicious.
So what you're saying is she now has preferred enemy against Krakens.
You have a preferred dish.
Oh,
And
claws.
claws.
Just hurry up and kill it already.
Just about hit. And you, looking at this tentacle, it's hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Kilg, you are grappled. You can attack. I think you have disadvantage if you're attacking while grappled. I'm trying to remember. I should really look this up, seeing as tentacles pretty much just do grappled.
Well, tell you what, how about I look it up for you, Mr.
I'm
DM?
looking it up now. Your speed is 0. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
I think it just retains your speed as 0.
Yeah, it just makes your speed
And
0.
people have advantage against you, if I remember correctly.
I'm not seeing that on here.
Might be a different one.
That's restrained.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a rage.
I
and
don't
then
like being
I'm-
touched.
And then I'm going to hack at it with my greatsword.
Get away from me! Whee!
I'm not comfortable being grappled there.
Your use of the tongue is non-consensual.
And I missed.
Yes, I'm afraid so. That's your action and your bonus action. It is now Lunchen's turn. Lucian.
Well,
I'll be right back.
I shall draw my battle axe and charge to this tentacle and have at it.
Go ahead. Have at.
For the blood goddess!
17 is a hit. You do 11 damage.
And I'd like to divine smite.
Go for it.
Does it count as a fiend or undead?
No. It is a monstrosity.
Always worth checking.
Yeah. This one's a baby monstrosity though, so...
And that's 8 radiant damage on top.
You carve a nice big chunk out of it. Daedalus.
Yeah, I'll just go and try and finish one of the tentacles. I think I can move. Yeah, fair enough. Moving here. I'll go into a rage as well. And use my greatsword. Got advantage. Ooh.
A 15 just about hits, and you cut clean through this tentacle. It flops down onto the deck, dropping Kilg as it does.
Good.
The stumpy remain of the tentacle goes over the side of the ship and into the water, and you hear this deep, billowing scream from underneath the ship.
That's good.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn? Apparently
I'll
the police are here. They know that you're being cruel to animals.
I'll start moving towards the other tentacle. Can I do that?
Yeah, I think you had movement left. Where did you move from? About here-ish, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
like
so you can
20
move-
feet. So
Yeah, you can move to there, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Worse than that, he's dead, Jim.
Captain Bob, what are you doing? He's going, Dios mío, apparently I'm Spanish now. And
Dios mío.
he is going to try and get out of the grip, which is a DC something strength check. I'm good. Huh? Athletics or acrobatics, yeah. I'll tell you what, if I find the thing and actually click that... It's a DC 16 strength check. Oh, good luck with that, Captain.
Yeah.
It's the mighty ocean deep.
Ooh, tentacles, right?
Sorry. I'm just thinking it's very topical for the one that we have right now.
Right,
Ooh.
acrobatics, athletics, let's go acrobatics. 19, the captain just goes, "It is not my day to die!" Bursts out of its
Today's
grip,
a good day to die.
and then sort of goes, "And fuck this shit, I am out of here!" And he's gonna run away.
That is an attack opportunity. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
it
is
an attack
an
opportunity.
attack.
But he's French, and I am, in case you couldn't tell, British.
No.
And very,
No.
very racist.
No.
What?
No.
What?
I am a Francophile. I will not have the good name of the French military besmirched by such a manner.
I mean, I am French.
It is an expeditious retreat. That is what they are doing. If
The
anything, if you
tentacle
want to make someone for...
misses.
Oh, did it miss?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Um,
If anything, it's the Brits who ran away in the Battle of France. I mean, what?
eh,
Oh, did we forget about Dunkirk?
it was a bold military strategy.
Mm.
Right, so Mel and the rest of the crew are going to step up and be like, "Get off of my ship," and they're all going to hack at it.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
It's a miss, a miss, and a miss. They have their scimitars out and they're just hitting it. And Mel goes, "Damn it, Captain Bob! Why did you make us buy the wooden scimitars? These are fucking shit." And these three crew, after having sprinted all the way this side of the ship to fight the tentacle, have now seen it been hacked off and has gone off the ship. And they're like, "For fuck's sake, we came all the way over here to help."
There's one over there.
what's the chances we'll get there and that one will be destroyed as well?
There's one guy there.
We got it.
They run over there. They sprint as fast as their little legs can take them. And that's the end of Captain Burb's turn. Kraken tentacles. I have 2 of them. The one at the bottom is eeny, meeny, miny, mowing, and it's going after that sailor at the bottom right. Tentacle. That's a 20 to hit. Does 14 damage.
Oh, that's gonna kill him.
picks up the sailor, and he looks rough. It squeezes him. One of his eyes pops out. And it goes, oh no, wait, he's not dead. He's grappled. He goes, oh, what the hell? This rum is, get it off me. And that's pretty much all you hear him say. And then he's just sort of engulfed in tentacle. And this one at the top here is going to attack at Lucian. It's an 8.
Thank fuck it's not a 26.
The tentacle wetly slaps at the deck near you. Clearly, as a baby Kraken, it can't really see over the side of the ship that well, despite having a massive head. And
Well, it's eating the bottom of the ship. How can it see?
it's guessing you're there. Veronice,
Hello.
how do you...
Oh do. I'm gonna fire at that one.
How bad?
Yeah. Fuck's sake!
The arrow flies wide over the edge of the ship. And
Can I just put the bow away and take out the sword and shield?
can do if you wish.
Alright, fuck it, I'm taking out the sword and shield. Fuck it.
Right. Oh, actually, before Ulfa's turn... That's right, the map's going to change again. Oh, another tentacle.
Hello?
Jesus.
Oh, goody, this one's closer to me.
Yay! Yay! More enemies and they're close to me. I was worried there for a second I'd have to walk too far.
Yes. I was worried for a second I might actually have to, you know...
Rage again.
Yeah.
Okay, Ulfa.
Let's see. Ulfar's going to run as fast as his little legs can carry him to here. And that's all I can do.
Do you not... Oh, I suppose you'd be dashing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tyndalls.
Right. I'm going to run up to the new tentacle. And same thing, bite and claw.
Oh, what's your bear speed fast enough to get you there? Huh?
1 second. She's not.
Don't know.
I'm not managing to move her.
Is that because you've got your ruler out
No,
instead of your...
I've got the select move up.
I mean, I could move it for you if you
Oh,
wish.
wait, got her. I got her. Sorry, thank you. Right.
What's your movement speed?
It's 4... Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I dashed, didn't I? So ignore the attack.
Okay.
Damn, that was a good hit as well.
Yeah, never mind.
Kilg. Well, the damage wasn't amazing, but you would have got another mouthful of tentacle.
Alright, I'm moving 30,
Oh, shame.
Yep.
and I'm gonna throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
Hang on, you've already got 2 of your weapons out, haven't you?
What?
I thought you already had 2 weapons out, or was that Daedalus?
Yeah, that was Daedalus.
Oh, I apologise.
And I'm throwing a javelin at the one that I'm closest to.
Yeah, it makes sense. 18 hits it. You do 5 damage, and you maintain your rage.
Rawr.
Oh wait, if you're raging, do you get an extra 2 on top of that?
Nope, only for melee attacks. That's a ranged attack.
Is it? Oh, okay.
You imagine it's quite difficult to angrily throw something.
It's easy to
angrily throw
angrily
stuff all the
throw
time.
it, it just won't be accurate.
Yeah.
You throw it sideways. Lucian.
Like,
I attack it!
17
yeah, you do.
hits.
And I'd like to do another Divine Smite.
Good use of those spell slots.
I know. This is my last one.
Smash. Ow. That looked painful. It's 14 in total.
Yeah, you're pretty much soloing this one tentacle. Deadless.
I'm going to put my character's lack of ability to hit down to the fact that she's on a ship. I mean, how difficult is it to fire a bow from a tossing and turning ship which is trying to be eaten by a kraken?
In all fairness, the ship's not trying to be eaten by a kraken.
Well, the ship is trying to be eaten by a kraken because it's being piloted by a moron.
It's not the ship's fault.
It's not being piloted.
No, the ship is now actually. Good question. Has the kraken now just taken off the ship's wheel?
Has it taken it off?
Or has it? Well,
it's laying on top of it.
Right. Okay. Has it
Why,
crushed it?
Do you want to go and steer the ship? Are you asking if the kraken's steering the ship?
No, I'm asking if the kraken has crushed the steering, the ship's wheel.
You're not close enough to see.
Pretty sure that. Okay.
I think if I left you guys stranded at sea, the other DMs would stop talking to me.
Well, you do know that there is such a thing called oars, right? You know.
Do I need to use an action to change to take out my javelin, or can I just
free action? You have to drop your other weapon on the floor, sort of thing.
It's a great sword, so I could just use one hand. Trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just take out my javelin, and I'm trying to find the range of the javelin, to be honest, because...
It's 30 range. It's if you're within 30, you have regular attack. If it's within 120 feet, it's a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'll have to be at a disadvantage then.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's not going to work out, is it?
You know what? Sometimes it works out. I've rolled 2 nat 20s before, but then again, I've also rolled 2 1s before. So.
Yeah, but it's me rolling, so there was no chance.
Throw the javelin, and it sticks into the stairs over here.
Did I recover the one javelin that I had, out of curiosity?
Did you recover it? Oh, do you only have one javelin?
No, I have 4.
Oh, okay. No, there's one still over here. Oh no, it was sticking in the tentacle, wasn't it? No,
yeah.
You'd have had to have said you picked it up.
Okay.
The tentacle's still on the ship, though, isn't it?
The part that the javelin was sticking in, I will say, is still on the ship.
Oh,
so
cool.
We should probably put the model of a javelin or something.
It's fine. I'll remember. We've got the tentacle there. It's on the tentacle.
There you go. You got a stick now sticking out of it.
Did we get another one here as well?
I mean, it's really up to you guys to remember. I'm far too busy to sit here drawing sticks on the map all day. Also, your javelins look like shit. You need to get them ironed out or something. They're all squiggly.
They're all no, they're not javelins. They're the Roman pilar. You know, the ones that bend when they whenever they hit something.
It's got crumple zones.
Yeah.
Right, Captain Bob. Captain Bob says, defend the ship, everyone. I am over here just testing this lifeboat, and you see him trying to unscrew the lifeboat. You're all very good. You are doing very braves. Yes. Oh dear God.
The captain ran away, bravely ran away. When danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled. Yes, brave Sir Bob turned about, and gallantly he chickened out. Bravely taking to his feet, he beat a very brave retreat. Bravest of the brave, Captain Bob.
Right. Mel then screams out, "With me, crew!" And she and the other sailor that are still alive down there hack at the tentacle. 15 hits, they do some damage. No, the first one does some damage. So Mel hurts it. This one hurts it as well, but not very much. And the one that's been wrapped up tries to wiggle out and fails to do so. These three up here are gonna run up. Actually, where's my ruler? Yeah, they've got plenty of movement. They're gonna run up to this, over here, and try and claim victory for themselves. Fucking wooden scimitars! As the last one swings his scimitar, it flies over the edge of the ship. It slips out of his hand and goes off, and you hear it splash into the sea. And he goes, "I meant to do that. I was aiming for the eye of the Kraken." And does anyone have a spare weapon? And then it's the Kraken's turn. Oh, it's a javelin. He doesn't have any movement left. Okay, let's roll 1d3 for the one on the far left. Fine, I'll put a space in there if you're going to be finicky about it. You could roll 20. A 1, it goes after... Oh wait, it's already got somebody in its hands, hasn't it? Well, I say hands,
yeah.
It's got somebody in its tentacle. So it's going to drag the sailor. Who's going to do an acrobatics check? Fails, so it's dragged up to 10 feet. Which means that the other two will get an attack of opportunity against the tentacle as it drags him off of the edge of the ship. So let's roll those 2 attacks. It's a hit.
Ooh.
And a miss. So it does another 5 damage. And as the tentacle drags it off of the edge of the ship, you hear the sound of wood being chomped through briefly stop. You hear the waves move. And then, oh geez, that's really, really easy to read when it's done like that. You see the Kraken come out of the water and swallow the sailor whole. He is now dead.
Oh.
So I realised the text in that effect thing is just like a mile long. Oh, it's rolling to GM, so you can't even see it. Which is fun. I will change that so that you guys can read the 4-page essay that it gives you for a bite.
Swallowing.
This, yeah. There we go. Oh, that one was a critical. That looks even better. So yeah, it bites.
Oh wow.
And it swallows. This one at the top here is gonna roll a d4. If I get, there he is, 1d4. It's going to attack this sailor at the top. Apparently that's not a problem. I do mumble to myself a lot, I do apologise. That's a 19, that hits, it does 12 bludgeoning damage. And it just outright kills him. It slams him down, nails him into the deck like a nail, killing him outright. And this one at the bottom is gonna, I think it's most likely gonna go for Tyndall's. I'm gonna roll a d3 on a nat 1. It goes instead for Ulfa. Does that sound fair?
How is it attacking Ulfa?
It can move.
It's got reach.
It's only got 5 foot reach.
It's got 15 feet of reach. And it can move to here.
Okay.
Without provoking an attack of opportunity. But it rolled a 3 anyway. So it's going to attack the bear.
Rawr.
Indeed, raw. A 14?
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. You take 14 bludgeoning damage and you are now grappled. You've just seen what the Kraken do with a bite, so you definitely don't want to let it drag you off the edge of the ship. Oh, Veronessa, I just skipped your turn. Wait 1 sec, I'll bring it back round. Veronessa.
Right, go on there.
By the way, are you adding both proficiency and skill modifier bonus? Because I only saw you adding +2.
To what?
Oh, to my attack rolls.
Yeah.
I have a dex modifier of 0.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I wasn't sure.
Legion, you don't have to stand inside the token space in order to attack it. You can just stand next to it.
I am standing next to it.
You stood inside the white bit.
I'm not.
You stood there. Am I the only one seeing that?
No,
this
it's the same.
The token's moved for me. Token is here.
No, the token's
Here.
What?
So this here. Oh,
Alright.
this here is where the token is, sort of square here.
For me, the token is here.
Are you talking about your token? That's your token, yeah.
No, the Kraken.
Huh.
Kraken's token is here. That is the centre of the token.
Oh, that's not what I'm seeing. Is anybody else seeing it like that?
Kraken's token is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing as well. The Kraken's tokens here.
All right, let me relog.
So you can stand. You can
Let
stand
me just-
there, and that'll be
let me
next to the
relog.
Kraken.
Come on, behave. All right, now it's there. Okay.
Cool.
Right, well, suppose I might as well try and attack it.
You sound so happy about that.
Actually, tell you what, I'll move it there.
You won't get advantage because Tyndall's is grappled. I don't really consider that as a threat if it's snared.
I couldn't even find anything for grappling.
It's in the compendium.
Trying to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, grappled.
I just. Yeah.
Doesn't say anything about not giving flanking. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna try and hit it then with a longsword. I give up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a miss, I'm afraid. Is there anything else you want to do?
There's not much else I can do because I had to move and attack.
Okay. Then at the end of your turn, I think there's still there's another tentacle.
Oh.
Because you can never have too many tentacles.
Oh, it just appeared behind me, essentially.
Yep. Obviously, it heard your little feet pitter patter across the deck, and it thought, "No, I want some action. I'm coming in."
Heard about your great sword.
And then it's Ulfa's turn.
Cool. Move on to about here. Take a couple of swings.
Okay. If you moved to there-ish, you'd be able to have flanking with Vernisa.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to stand in the cannon.
Yeah.
Could count that as part of the map. Alright. I'll take it. And
That's a critical hit. Although you haven't rolled crit damage, so if you wanted to...
just roll a d6 again.
Yeah, roll d6. Cool, that's 9 damage.
And 1 slash with the short sword. Oh, there's a 1d4 lightning damage on that as well.
Oh, okay, yep.
And then short sword. Yeah, don't think that'll hit.
No, that's a miss, I'm afraid. Okay. Tyndalls, you are grappled by this tentacle. You can try to escape, or you can just try to kill it. It's up to you.
Can I try to escape the grapple?
Yes, of course. That's a strength, athletics, or acrobatics check. The DC is 16.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll go athletics.
Okay.
Oh!
Ooh.
That was not the time to roll
Ouch!
badly.
It was not.
You wiggle, you struggle, and yeah. You feel like the grip on the tentacle has got even stronger on you.
Right. That's my action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do right now.
If you're grappled, you can still attack, though.
Yeah, not if you've used your action, you can't.
Oh, you need to use your action to actually escape, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's me.
Okay. Kilg. You see your friend, the bear, that keeps telling you not to start fires in forests, is grappled by this tentacle.
I'm gonna run up and smack it with my greatsword.
The bear? That's really harsh,
No, the
man.
tentacle.
Okay, go for it. Yep, that hits.
Ooh.
Sounds like the police are after me. So many sirens. Okay, anything else?
That was my movement and an action. No, I'm done.
Okay. Lucian.
I'm gonna have to deal with this tentacle first.
Okay. If you move up one square, you'll have advantage.
Yeah. I will do that.
Cool. At 20, you do 9 slashing damage to it.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you wish to do?
That is all I can do, really.
Okay. Daedalus, you still have 2 javelins.
Yeah, I still have 2 javelins, but I'm going to pick up my... Am I still raging because I kind of attacked, right?
Yeah, you attacked, yeah.
Okay.
As long as you attack, you don't have to hit it, as long as you attack or take damage.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick up my greatsword and actually head back to the tentacle that appeared behind me.
Cool. Go for it.
And attack on that. And miss.
You miss badly. This massive tentacle is just slapped on the deck. You pick up your sword, you go, yeah! Somehow you miss it. It's like, I need to go to the opticians. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope, don't think I can do much. Just hope it doesn't hit me back.
Okay. Alright, Captain Burb's turn. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Captain Bob disappear magically as he lays down in the escape boat so that the creatures can't see him. The sailor and Mel... I mean... would they go to the edge of the ship? That's really... After watching their friend get eaten? I'm gonna roll 1d20 and see how bright they are. They are thick as shit. Right, they decide, let's run up to the edge of the ship. They're both gonna move there and with their wooden scimitars. Oh, one of them manages to hit and do a little bit of damage. You see the Kraken tentacle now has like this big splinter sticking out of it.
Off the mast.
Up the top here, these 2 sailors, the one that accidentally threw his sword over the edge of the ship is going to pick up the sword of the dead sailor. And they're both going to have a swing at this. They're not even varnished wood, it's just splinters. All I'm getting is splinters. And unfortunately, that's the end of the sailors' turns. It
One
is
of them
now
hit.
some. Huh?
One of them got an 18.
Yeah, the 18 hit. That was at the bottom left. That was Mel and her other one. There's only 2
I
alive
missed
up
something
here.
then.
Okay. This tentacle at the bottom left is gonna attack one of these two. It's gonna attack Mel. 22 for 16 damage. You see it lift her up in the air and squeeze her tight, and she lets out a shrill scream. But she's still alive. She doesn't look very happy about it, but she's still alive. The tentacle next to Lucian is gonna attack another sailor. It just doesn't like sailors. Actually, I think it's understandable that a Kraken would like sailors.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
the problem is it does like sailors.
It likes the taste of sailors, probably.
You get bored of it after a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A bit like salt and rum.
Kraken at the bottom has Tyndall's grappled, and it's going to try and drag her off the edge of the ship. And so you need to make a DC 16 strength saving throw, or be dragged off the edge of the ship. You make it so the tentacle tries to, like it slams you into the deck and starts pulling you towards the edge of the ship. You stick your bear claws into the wood, and you grip onto it for dear life. And you're looking at Klieg sort of pleadingly with you, sort of, because you saw what happened to the sailor that got dragged off the edge. That was not a pretty sight.
No.
Daedalus.
What?
An 8. I imagine that's you dead. I'm guessing.
Well, no, it's a miss.
Yeah. That was a pretty shit roll. Vanessa. You would have advantage now. So, but yeah, that hits anyway. Roll again in case it's in that 20. No, it's not, but still, they're both very good rolls. Okay, and roll your damage. That's 6 damage. Cool. Anything else you wish to do with your turn? I'll take that silence as a no.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was muted.
That's okay.
No, I get just unless I can smack it again. There's not really much else I can. Oh, actually, no, not much I can do.
No? Okay then. And at the end of your turn, there are no more tentacles moving onto the deck.
Hey!
You remember from the David Attenborough show that you all watched? It was in the communal room. Obviously, if you're attacking a ship with your tentacles, you need to use at least 3 to hold the ship in place, while slapping the other 5 on the deck. You'll see here, this one has me by the legs and is slowly tearing me in two. And yeah, it's Ulfa's turn.
How bad does that tentacle look I'm in front of?
It looks pretty rough. You seem to think 1 or 2 more hits and it will be chopped clean through.
In that case, I'm just going to take a couple of swings.
Go for it. 25 hits, you do 5 damage.
Two lightning. And short sword.
24, and with that, you hack it with your hand axe, you take a big chunk of it, and as the electric's flowing through it, you sort of whip out with your short sword and cut it clean in half. The stumpy part of the Kraken moves back into the water, and there's a large lump of tentacle left on deck, wrapped around a very damp and very scared-looking bear.
Yay!
Who managed to survive somehow. Did you want to use your movement at all?
Am I? Can't dash, so I'm just gonna casually stroll over here.
Yeah,
That's
cool,
it.
cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, just cut it and walk away.
Tyndalls, you are prone, so you can use half your movement to get up.
Yeah, I think I'll use half my movement to get up, and then maybe use a dash to try and get as close as I can to this one.
Yeah, go for it.
That would
So that was 45 your movement?
40.
40. Yeah, you'd get right up to the tentacle.
Okay.
Cool. Kilg.
Alright, I'm going to take half my speed, and I'm going to throw a javelin at the one that the sailors keep failing to hit.
Oh, okay. You try hitting anything with a wooden scimitar, you judgmental bastard. 19 hits, you do 9 piercing damage.
That's a good roll.
Yeah. And you see as your javelin hits this tentacle, it sort of flops onto the deck, and you're like, yes, I cut it in half, and then it sort of just about sort of still is moving. You're like, damn it, that was so close. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Lucian.
Finish it off.
Finish him. At 23, because the sailor's the other side of you, and you just about cut it at the last little strand that's holding it together, flops onto the deck, and the rest of it moves down and under the ship. And you've still got movement, if you want to move anywhere.
Want to go for?
We've still got the tentacle that kind of dragged the other sailor off, didn't we?
I'll go down here.
I mean, that tentacle's not, it's fine. There's 2 sailors against it, and you've seen how much damage those guys do. But if you really want to waste your time by going after it, then fine. That's up to you. Daedalus.
Yeah, can I move opposite Tyndalls?
You can do, yeah. If you want to move that close to the edge of the ship, you
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
kind of what I'm worried about. Sure, let's try. Thank you very much.
Wow.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, yeah. That's 22 damage you do to it.
Yeah.
You sort of, the tentacle wasn't really expecting you to go between it and the edge of the ship. So it was focused on the bear that had just moved up to it. It was stroking its fur. So, it's fluffy. And suddenly there's this greatsword sticking in the back of it. And yeah, you've got its attention now.
Serves it
I'm
right.
not sure I want to his attention now.
Anything else you wish to do?
Can I move back now?
If you
Away from the edge.
If you, if you have movement left, I would definitely move back around. Not that I was looking up, shoves or anything, but it's probably best, yeah. I would have just loved that. Just gently flick you off the edge of the ship. Okay.
So if it had a finger, it would just use its small finger just to flick.
It is now Captain Burb's turn. Lucian, from where you are, can you quickly roll a perception check for me, please?
That's not good.
Yeah.
I will give you advantage on that because I just think it's going to be funnier. You hear sobbing coming from the life raft. I'm too young to die. I have so much loving left to give to the ladies. Mel and the sailor down at the bottom. Mel's grappled, and seeing as her friend was eaten, she's gonna try to get out of that. She gets out of it, flops to the deck, and uses half her movement to stand back up. The other sailor is going to be like, we need to kill this thing. This is 10. Is that it? These scimitars are useless! Why do we have these scimitars? And also my accent is wandering as well. I am Russian French.
It's nothing.
These two up here are gonna... Yeah, they're gonna dash up to this tentacle. Be like, we are here to help you, brave warriors. Ish. You know, human shields. We have wooden scimitars. What can we do? Such moaning. Much complaining. Okay, so let's do the melon sailor tentacle first. It's gonna, after having dropped one of them, decide to pick up the other one. Obviously, it thinks that the first one that it picked up was too slippery or something. I don't know. So that's a critical miss. It grabs the edge of the ship. I don't know how it would critically miss him. He's a big drunk guy.
It ties itself in a knot.
Yeah. It drowns. The tentacle. Have I only got 2 tentacles left? Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna be able to do anything fun with just 2. This one is. Oh, actually, I should probably roll for who it's gonna attack. There are 4 possibilities. And it's gonna go for the sailor that stood furthest from it.
Oh,
apparently it likes a challenge. That's a 25 to hit. Daedalus, you see it swing towards you and you're like, oh fuck, and it just goes down beside you and just splats the sailor stood next to you. And you feel a little weak in the knee, but I dodged a bullet there. That would have been messy. Veronisa.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh. How far can someone dash?
Double your movement speed.
Turn end.
Cool. Alpha. Where are you? Where are they?
No man's land.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, so I was 3 attacking that tentacle. I think he's gonna turn and run this way.
Okay. You do
And
see.
get right.
Yeah, the tentacle that you're heading for looks a little bit weaker than the other one, but it's,
God, the other.
you guys have got this.
It's gonna help Mel.
You've all done the reading. You guys know that Krakens are a piece of piss. Tyndalls, if you move around to the side, you'll have advantage on the attack. I would say. Huh?
Oh, yep, I will do that. I'm gonna bite and claw.
Okay.
Ooh.
You chew on it, but your teeth just don't pierce the thick skin. Your claws, on the other hand, cut through it easily. And you do a nice big healthy chunk of damage. Kilg.
I'm so far from everything.
Every time you run towards a tentacle, some other bugger kills it.
We're inconsiderate lot.
I'm gonna move 30 feet
Uh-huh.
and throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
And this is my last javelin.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll need to start picking up javelins after this.
24 hits.
Minimum damage, though.
You do 4 damage. I mean, I know I said you'd have to pick up javelins. I don't expect you at the end of combat to go, I move here and pick up a javelin, I move there and pick up a javelin. I will just assume that once the combat's over, it's all, you pick up your stuff. I don't think you're just going to stand there staring at the javelin and go, It's been on the floor. 5-second rule. It's not worth it, man. Lucian. Just a little bit too far away to get involved physically with the tentacle, if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, apparently I am, because I'm rushing it.
Okay, you're Russian.
That's it.
And that's it. Daedalus.
I'll just swing my greatsword again.
With advantage, because
yes.
you've got the bear the other side of it?
Yeah. Seriously? Oh.
I mean, if you rolled any more nat ones, it would just... It's not possible. Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
Oh God!
Ow!
Yeah, a
15. No, you're fine. You
Okay.
swing wildly, and your sword flies past the head of the sailor stood next to you, and he looks at you and goes, "Aim for the tentacle! Aim for the tentacle!" You chop the top off of his wooden scimitar.
Well, you weren't using it anyway.
That might make it more useful.
Might make it more useful.
Captain Bob, more sobbing coming from the life raft, but only Lucian can hear that. Mel and the sailor are both going to have a stab at the tentacle. It hits! Hey, I hit something! And Mel's going to have a stab. I didn't hit anything! Fucking sword's useless. And the sailor that you just swung at is going to swing at the tentacle. I haven't hit a single thing all day with this damn sword. I swear after this I'm going to become a butcher. Tentacles. The one against the Mel, the sailor, and Lucian is going to attack Mel. He's indecisive. 19, he hits her for 10 damage, and she's grappled. Starts flexing and looking at this. Well, it doesn't look, it doesn't have eyes, but it starts eyeing up the side of the ship to decide whether it's going to drag her off or not. And this tentacle up here is going to roll a d4. And it's going to attack the bear. Because it doesn't like it. Nobody likes the bear. A 9. Does that hit?
I like the bear.
No, 9 doesn't hit.
I'm 11 AC.
Oh. Would you be willing to lower it for me?
Maybe not this time.
No. You've just been unreasonable now. You're ruining my game.
Bear grapple.
Take it down to 10.
Tentacle grapples itself. Vanessa, you see the tentacle has just picked up Mel and is starting to drag her towards the edge of the ship.
Oh, I can't do anything because of the fact that I can't reach it in time. So,
you still too
bye.
far away. Oh man, do you not have any ranged weapons? Oh no,
Yeah,
you're a paladin, aren't you?
I've got a longbow, but you know, let's see how fucking that worked last time. I fired 4 shots and didn't hit a damn thing.
Well, you give it a try. Why not? You never know. You might save the day, or you might roll in that one and shoot Mel and kill her.
Yeah.
18 hits. How much damage do you do? You fire an arrow, you hit the tentacle, and Mel goes, "Thank you! Please try and do more damage! Kill this bloody thing!" But yeah, no, you managed to hit it. Is that the end of your turn? Did you want to move at all closer, or are you happy where you are?
I have to spend a move action in order to sheath my sword and get the bow out, so...
No, I would have been happy with you having that as a free action.
Well, that's how it works, but okay. Well... Alright, fuck it, I'll move.
You'll find there are more guidelines than actual rules. That was supposed to be my Captain Barbosa impression.
Right. Well, it's Ulfa's turn now.
Yeah, go on, Alpha.
Ulfa, who's panting quite heavily now because he's done a bit sprint around this fucking ship. Is gotta make it to there. That's all I can do.
Tyndall's
Wash legs.
Bite and claw.
Yeah.
with advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Not that it always helps.
As I've so skillfully proven.
You hit and you take another tasty bite.
Ooh.
And then with your, as you're chewing down and swallowing it, you casually just lop it in half with your claws, and another lump of testicle lands on the. Did I say testicle or tentacle?
I think
You said testicle.
Oh God, what have we been fighting this entire time?
You are going to very, very, very upset this Kraken at this point. You've just removed one of his testicles by mistake.
Really piss me off.
How much do we get for a testicle?
In all fairness, it's going to go into a pie. Nobody's going to know the difference between tentacle and testicle, so maybe you'll get extra, who knows.
Are you saying he's not going to try and breed them?
Could be a bad.
You could farm them.
What, with just one Kraken testicle?
Is that a mission?
Kilg, as you got close enough to this Kraken tentacle, or testicle,
It
from that
died.
distance you can't really tell, it's dead again.
I'm just gonna start butchering the one I'm closest to. I willingly give up my rage and just get frustrated and start hacking it up and putting it in my bag.
Okay, you hack up some testicle and put it in your bag. Lucian?
Attacking another box.
Okay. A 19 hits, you do 11 damage. You hack a massive chunk out of this tentacle. And you see it looks incredibly rough. It is hanging on by the edge of its whatever tentacles have.
Yeah, that's me done.
Cool. Daedalus.
Oh. Back. I guess I can start heading to the other direction.
Yeah, you can do if you want. The battle's pretty much over. But I
Yeah,
feel bad
no.
just saying I skip your turn in case there's something you wanted to do. Like if you wanted to shout encouragement, you can do it! Rip his fucking balls off!
Well, I think more accurately he would basically be shouting, "Leave some for me."
Please
Can I
don't
call? Can I call Captain Bob a bitch while I'm doing this?
Oh, yeah, no. That's fair enough.
But yeah,
I think
that's
a free
the end of
action
my turn.
to call him a bitch. Okay. It is Captain Bob's turn. You see this head poke up from the life raft, and he sort of looks at the severed tentacles, nods, sees that one's still moving, and the head disappears. Goes back to hiding. The sailor is going to try and hack at the tentacle first. He hits! This sword's fucking brilliant! Oh, that's a tentacle strike. I clicked the wrong thing! Damn it! Okay, attacks with his sword. I knew it was too fucking good to be true. As he hits with the sword, like, the sword just splinters into nothing. It's fucking worthless piece of shit. Mel, seeing that the tentacle is kind of almost destroyed, decides that she's gonna just kill it. And scimitars. She's a badass.
Is she
Yeah.
No,
So
she's
she
not
can still
restrained,
attack.
she's grappled. This is what we decided before. When you're grappled, you can still attack. We looked it up, didn't we? Did we
Yeah.
agree that?
You can
Yeah.
attack, but you do it at disadvantage.
No,
Not from the
attacks against you have
conditions.
advantage.
Yeah, I think attacking it might have advantage, but...
Okay, might be wrong.
Grappled, movement becomes 0.
Can't benefit from any bonus to its speed.
It's,
Yeah.
strange.
Doesn't have anything about attacking.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Being attacked.
Whatever. I'm saying it's dead.
Yeah.
But it is over the edge of the ship. So, I mean, Lucian, can you roll a quick I would say dexterity or acrobatics to try and grab the hunk of tentacle before it falls off the edge of the ship. I'm glad you rolled nice and high. I had no idea what to put the DC as. I had like a rough estimate, and I was like, shit, is that going to be really harsh? But a 20's fine. You managed to drag the tentacle onto the ship just before it falls into the water. And we're out of combat. Unless people want to do any more combating. Mel has just fallen onto the ship. She seems badly injured, but still alive.
Just gonna make his way to the lifeboat that Bob's in.
Did you want to do it in combat or out of combat? We'll do it out of combat because people are moving.
And
it's a long.
I just want to throw the whole lifeboat overboard.
Hit points from there.
Sorry, somebody said they get points from something. What?
I'll heal Mel by 5 from.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I thought that thing was going to finish me off there. Dear God.
Do you need any healing?
I'm fine. So I just want to pick up the lifeboat he's in and throw it off the boat.
No, don't do that yet. I want to skewer him with my sword. Cowardice.
Okay, I would like an attack roll from the skewer and a strength roll or athletics.
He's cowering. So
I'm going to use
you
a
have
rage.
advantage.
Yeah, and I'm raging, so I have advantage as well.
Okay. Everyone has advantage. You have advantage.
Is he prone or is he incapacitated?
He's prone, crying on the floor. He's in the fetal position. Does that count as being incapacitated?
If he's basically incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions, he's just like sitting there going.
Did you say that was athletics or strength?
Oh, either. Dealer's choice. I imagine athletics is going to be better than strength anyway. But
They're the exact same.
oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, 20 is
And
going to be
I
enough.
have
You can roll it
advantage.
again if you want. Yeah. 21.
21.
You're easily able to push that off the edge of the ship, but as you do, somebody swings their sword and 23. You nail him good. You nail him even better. 8 damage. You remove one of his hands. As the ship goes overboard, the hand flops onto the deck, and you watch as the Kraken swims away, wounded but alive, and the ship is magically cleaned.
I assume that there is the captain sinks beneath the waves, unable to swim.
He's in a boat. It just has holes in it.
Yeah, but he's also lost his hand.
Yeah, he's gonna have trouble. He's gonna be rowing in circles for weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in my healing pie.
Oh, that's very good of you.
Something about sharks.
Why would you throw him that?
Because I don't want him to bleed out too fast.
He wolfs down the pie, and his hand partially grows back. But to be honest, it can grow back fingers, but a whole bloody hand? Are you serious?
So basically, you've now given him a chance to survive after being a massive coward and try and fuck us over.
There are holes in the lifeboat. He nailed those to the ship, so it's going to sink eventually.
Yeah.
He has a like a bucket in there or something. He's rapidly throwing water overboard, but he's fighting a losing battle as you guys continue sailing on. Is that somebody taking the wheel?
We have to do that.
And now I'm going to go pick up all my javelins.
Yeah.
You go.
Just going around picking up javelins.
Mel,
Where's that guy going? Because from what I remember, he backed the captain. So, well, in the finest trout tradition, follow or die.
you want me to jump overboard ship? I am not a mutineer. I follow the captain.
And who is the captain?
Well, Mel, of course. Just,
Good answer.
yes.
Correct answer.
Yes, that is the correct answer. This ship is now under proper leadership that isn't going to buy wooden scimitars. My god, we could have died because of that fool. Some of us did. They were good men. They did not deserve to be killed by that terrible beast.
Said terrible beastie.
That wee timorous beastie. Captain Bob slowly floats off and he goes, I will be back for my revenge in a later one-shot. You have not seen the last of the one-handed man. Chitalo, frog's legs, other racist stereotypes.
Permission to go on board one of the to man one of the ballistas and finish off the fucking boat.
The ballistas, a lot of the stuff on the ship just honestly doesn't work.
Do the cannons work?
No.
If the captain had bought gunpowder, yes. He has cannonballs. But this...
He's got cannonballs, but no powder.
No.
What, did you
I kind of stopped Nisa and basically, okay, let's calm down with the murder instinct.
He's not worth our time. He will starve to death before he reaches land. The man has no sense of direction. Without me, I don't know how he ever made this ship move, even an inch. He's an idiot. He really is. I never wished death upon him, though. I mean, I understand why you harboured ill will towards him, but really that was not what I intended.
Oh, it's funny.
I rather had hoped we hadn't stepped down as captain, at the very least, rather than what just happened.
He was a coward.
True,
Yes, indeed.
and not right for what he was doing, but still, it does not mean he deserves to die.
Yes, it does. He would have let us all die if it saved his own skin.
He was a fool. He was a coward, but... I mean...
So would a lot of people, but that does not make them worthy of death.
I agree. That is exactly my point. I mean, punishment, yes. And taught the error of his ways, but he's not going to learn anything from being set adrift at sea. It's not going to make him a better man. It's definitely not going to make him a better captain. And with losing one hand, he's not going to be any better at playing the piano.
Which one did I cut? Which one did I cut off? His left or his right?
Roll 1d2. 1 for left, 2 for right.
Yeah. The hand that was regrowing back, it had kind of hook-like.
Left hand. It more sort of just healed over and was a bit stumpy.
Okay.
I said the magic pie, it regrew a couple of fingers. But yeah. If you wanted, you could just cut off your fingers, then eat the pie, grow back some more fingers, then cut off your fingers, eat the pie, grow back some more fingers. You could have like a lifetime supply of fingers.
As long as you had enough pie.
Yeah, well, yeah. You wouldn't want to cut off your fingers and then realise you didn't have a pie. Or worse, cut off all of your fingers, then realise you can't eat the pie because you have no fingers to pick it up with. So yeah.
I think...
Huh?
Can we start heading and seeing if we can get any Kraken parts from the tentacles?
Yes, if, I think, Kill was hacking up the tentacle already?
I already loaded up with like 50 pounds of...
Yeah,
okay.
If you could, Kill, I say will get an advantage, but if you could all roll a nature check for me.
I'm a gnome again, so I've got hands.
Can I make that a survival check since I was raised in the outdoors and I know how to skin animals?
Actually, did I say nature? I really did mean survival, yeah. Nature's the wrong thing. Sorry. Yep, survival checks, please.
19.
19? Excellent.
I will assist.
Okay.
Okay, you managed to get... I'll say you managed to get all 5 tentacles worth, despite the fact that Alpha is there sort of going... No, that bit's trash. Just throw that overboard. It's like, this is the tentacle. Yeah, but it's no good. Just throw it over. It's just idiot.
I'm putting rope in a bag.
The hide.
Sorry?
And then I'm
Shall we keep the hide?
The hide?
Useful.
Oh.
Kraken hide.
Ah.
I don't know. I'm not sure if you'd maybe be able to make hide armor out of it, but it's not resistant to anything just because it's young Kraken skin. You did notice that it was receiving weapon damage and lightning damage fairly easily, considering you know that Krakens are quite tough. This wasn't exactly amazing, but yeah, I suppose you could skin it if you wanted.
and I'm also going to get a little bit extra for Mokes and Martin.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say you have enough to give 5 tentacles worth to Herman and a little bit left over for the halfling and the cat. Did you want to try and see if you could find any teeth?
Yep.
Now you do remember, some of you, the sounds of chewing below decks.
Oh, yes.
Do any of you mention that to Mel?
I'm just going to get the light bulb above my head and go, oh, and then I'm going to run below deck.
Okay. I mean, I think I could dig up a map.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go up to Mel and say, by the way, you may have some leaks below decks.
Leaks? What?
Yes.
Who,
The
what?
Kraken was chewing on the bottom of the boat.
Oh dear God.
Yes, oh dear God,
somebody
indeed.
Please go and check that for me. That's really not good. I don't.
Well,
think
considering
we've
we
got
haven't
anything to
sunk
repair
yet,
it.
I'd hardly imagine they are large leaks.
Let me just quickly.
Yes, I did roll a playing card check for trying to skin the tentacle because I have absolutely no experience with survival, so I'm just sitting there playing cards.
I'm trying to make this map bigger so that you guys can see what the bottom deck looks like. Ah ha ha! There it is.
Ooh.
And right, that's just fiddling, pain in the bum.
Ooh, that's nice.
Do you guys like the maps? They're pretty nice.
Yeah, they're great.
There we go.
Did you Photoshop the tentacles on the maps out of curiosity?
No, I didn't draw these maps. I stole them from somewhere, and the thing was, I got like 3 different maps with different stages of tentacles. I did have to go on Photoshop to make it so that the tentacles came on one at a time, which that's pretty much the only real work I did with it. A little lazy, but I think they're nice maps. It's nice to have a decent map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the bodies of the sailors would be respectfully buried at sea. Okay, so the bottom of the ship, it looks like this, but there's a lot of water. And can I get investigation rolls to see if you can find any Kraken teeth that may have come dislodged while chewing on the bottom of the ship?
Ooh.
Lucian likes investigating. What are we looking for?
Looking for Kraken teeth. Okay, so Legion, you're playing
Investigation
cards.
check?
Yeah, investigation. Excellent. Lucian finds a tooth. Alpha finds a tooth, and Legion finds a tooth. So it's 5 Kraken tentacles and 3 Kraken teeth, and then you can go back up to the top deck and report to.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
The water's still coming in.
With your investigation checks, you remove the teeth, and you see it really didn't do that much damage. It looked more like it was sucking on the bottom of the ship, and where it's quite barnacly, it must have been swallowing a load of barnacles and barely getting through. Like,
I was just using the pacifier.
How bad are the leaks?
they need repairing, but you could probably make it back to land, or you can try and repair it.
I'll try that. I have proficiency with woodworker's tools.
In that case,
You pull out
can
your
I assist,
ruler.
can I help in any way, or do
Yeah.
can I just literally just yell up and say, "Get the pumps down here, you stupid goat"?
It makes more sense that you guys would help Kilg fix the ship.
All right. Well, who's down here anyway? Because it wasn't just it wasn't everyone who ran down here. Unless everyone did.
Well, after people started.
The crew are upstairs. I just can't bother to move their tokens onto another layer.
Would that be dexterity or strength? Because I figured
Um,
I'd just be nailing boards over the holes to stop the water.
Is it not a tool proficiency check?
Yes.
Should have the thing written on it. In that case, it'd probably be. It would be usually intelligence for tools.
Depends on the tool.
That's real bad for us.
I think it depends. I think Matt, for example, usually for tinkering checks, he uses dexterity plus proficiency. So I think
He sometimes also uses intelligence for it.
if you're making something new, I think he uses intelligence because that's when you have to be put things together essentially.
I'd
Yeah,
say
but you still probably just need to. I don't know.
I'd say intelligence with advantage because everybody's helping you.
Yeah. I mean, it's a few planks of wood and some stuffing. So,
Yeah.
you know,
How tough can it be?
I don't know.
Go on then, Kilg. Show them how tough it can be.
Very. Intelligence check.
I'm hoping it's 2 nat 1s and you guys sink and die. It'd just be great for my first one shot, just a TPK because the ship has a couple of holes in it.
Well, it wouldn't be
We
awful.
killed a
For start
Kraken, but we sank.
For a start off, we probably wouldn't all die, considering the fact that the ship would likely break into several pieces. So we could probably hold on to one of those, Titanic style.
And there's still one lifeboat up the top. There would have been 2, but somebody threw one overboard.
No, that's
Well,
because
is it the-
and he was a moron. So what we could probably
Is it
do
the
is put through to the
lifeboat? Is it the lifeboat?
I got a
like-
13.
13, you managed to patch up most of the holes well enough. It's not great patchwork, but it's enough to get you back to port, and you won't take on too much more water. And you guys.
Well, I'm still going to ask for the pumps down here because obviously you need to.
The
to
guy
get that
didn't
water
have
off.
gunpowder. Do you really think he's going to have pumps? The only pumps
a
he's got are
bucket.
shoes.
a bucket then.
The buckets he nailed to the deck, so they've got holes in them.
So it is not straw.
He does have a very long straw.
Taking the water away.
So are we heading to the dead Kraken as well?
That probably was the fucking Kraken.
Oh, you think?
I think. Considering how incompetent this idiot was with the rest of his information, I'm pretty sure that Kraken was neither dead nor a Kraken. If it was a Kraken, that was it. If it wasn't dead, there could be another one out there.
No, Mel saw it as well. She thought it was dead.
Did you want to ask Mel about it?
Yeah. Bring her into the conversation, essentially.
I honestly thought the thing was dead. It was floating on the surface of the water. It wasn't moving. There were bite marks in it. There was a lot of blood. I mean, it must have. Maybe it was newborn or something, and it wasn't breathing. I don't know. I'm no Kraken expert, and I apologise. I mean, clearly, if I'd known it was alive, I would not have gone back towards it. I definitely wouldn't have brought anybody else into this.
We actually may have a bigger issue. What's big enough to bite a Kraken?
I mean, a bear, apparently.
FYI, Kraken tastes pretty good. Not too bad. A little rubbery raw, but
Whereabouts were the bites? Were they on the tentacles or were they on the main body of the Kraken itself? And how large were they?
It was on the main body of the Kraken. My guess would be, to be honest, not much bigger than the bear's bites.
In that case, it was likely attacked by sharks.
It's
Now all we
possible.
need to know is, did the sharks attack whilst it was alive or when it was dead? Because there are sharks that are scavengers.
Well, the body that we saw was around here, and I can't see it anymore. So either it was another one and it was dead and it's been eaten or taken below the surface, or it was that one and it was knocked unconscious by something. Maybe if it did travel through the plains, it was tired? I don't know. I mean...
They tend to be the creatures of the gods from what I know from reading. Still, we've got what we need. Let's hightail it out of here before its friends start turning up.
Yeah, I say we don't stick around to find out what...
Okay.
I concur.
So,
Might be worth.
you all...
Yeah, might be... Sorry, go.
No, you go ahead. I was just going to take us back to the take.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it might be worth also, like, putting a notice out that there is a Kraken wandering the seas.
What do you mean, like put up signs? Danger, Krakens.
Kind of.
Just like a boy with one little picture of a Kraken, isn't it?
Oh.
Have you seen this man?
Well, considering that wasn't the size of a normal Kraken, I'm guessing we only fought a child, which means... Well...
There needs to be a mother.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a mother. I'm trying to move you guys back to the table. So you make sure, and you take your Kraken parts and the teeth, and Mel bids you farewell and says, if Herman asked you to come back on the ship, I promise there'll be a proper crew. We'll have cannons, we'll have harpoons. We are not going to be caught out like this again. Not under my watch. And of course, if you ever need passage anywhere, any of you, it will of course be free of charge. I'm happy to take you across the Osmit or out to fight whatever. No, not whatever. Oh dear God, Krakens. I need to buy so many more weapons. And then she just carries on muttering like that as she wanders off into the shopping district, followed by her 2 surviving sailors.
What was the ship's name again?
The Dotted Wanderer. So called because it's so covered in barnacles.
I want to get that sheathed and cleaned, if you ask me.
I hope you're talking about the ship. So, where's your first port of call? Do you want to go back to the take to inform Merton, or do you want to go to the pie shop and get your money and...
We should probably go to the pie shop and get the
pie shop.
Yeah.
Not really much point in going back to the take otherwise.
Well, we might be able to get a bonus because, let's be honest, the contract wasn't for a live Kraken.
No.
Okay, so
my God!
You wander in and you see the slender visage of Herman von Eldritch.
He's lost a lot of weight since we last been here.
Oh, actually, it's my new slimming pies. They're awfully good, very buttery, to be honest. Do you really think I've lost weight? Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't think they were working, but apparently they are. Superb. So did you manage to find the remains?
We found more than remains. We
It
found
was a live
one.
Oh, a live crack, and you survived. I mean, bully for you. That's incredible.
By the skin of our teeth.
It wasn't any old Kraken. It was a baby one. Fairly certain if we were fighting an adult one, we'd all be sleeping with the fishes.
Understandable. I mean, that's... Dear God, you must be, you must have been... It's terrible. I mean, hopefully the pies I gave you came in handy, at least, and everyone seems to have survived, and no casualties. Excellent.
Well, there were no casualties from us. Several of the sailors were
expendable.
Oh,
so lucky.
I do hope that Captain Bob was okay. He's an old family friend of mine, you know. We used to go fishing together. He used to sit in the boat and cry while I dangled the rod over the side. It was good fun.
He fell overboard.
He's fighting with a hand.
He lost a hand to the Kraken, and then it took him overboard. We didn't see anything else of him.
Oh dear God! Well, hopefully he's okay. I mean, as I said, he was a fine fellow.
Smashed one of the lifeboats to Matchwood as well.
He smashed a lifeboat.
The Kraken smashed a lifeboat.
Oh, that makes more sense, to be honest. He never really had much of a temper, did he? Or old Bob. He was too busy eating garlic and snails and stuff. Never did like a pie. Don't trust a man who doesn't like a pie, that's what I say.
While this conversation is going around, I'm just trying to get a piece from a pie that's like on some of the shelves.
Are you trying to do it stealthily?
He's not really a stealthy kind of person. He's just
So you're
getting
just
pie.
eating a pie off of a shelf. You've still got the pie
Yes,
in your bag, as I said, after this one
Yeah,
shot is going to be mouldy and not be any good.
I've eaten mine.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten.
Fair enough. I'll start eating the pie that I've got. Just munching.
It's just, as I said, it's my first game DMing for the Slayer's Take. I just didn't want to start dishing out loads of stuff, and then people be like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're wrecking our game." So yeah, temporary.
Players never complain. Players never complain about free equipment.
No. And free jock straps for everyone. There you go. So he goes, yes. So did you manage to get any tentacles or teeth?
We did indeed.
Excellent.
Who's carrying these things, by the way?
Kill guy, I imagine.
I am, yeah.
Kill, what's your strength, Kill?
I'm helping as well.
17, but I can carry a 515 pounds due to being a Goliath.
Good.
Okay.
I imagine
Just thinking. I really hope that. Like, what is that? I've not actually read the character sheet to everyone else.
You can't see them, yeah.
Why? We should be able to see the character sheets of our companions.
Because there's shed loads of them. There's
Yeah.
loads of people. But I imagine Kill. Right, so I'm going to quickly draw something here. This is Kill here. This is a very artistic thing. There you go. There's that, and he's got. Let's change it to blue to represent the bag. He's got a bag like that of Kraken tentacles. And he's walked into the shop, and Herman's like, "So did you manage to get any tentacles?" It's like, well, what the fuck do you think this is? A fucking huge bag filled with meat. Yes, I see. If you could just leave that in the room next door, and I'll deal with that and make up some nice magical pies. I mean, I do need a couple more ingredients, but I'll sort that out.
Did I get my portion out of it that I got for Merton and
Yeah. You've got a portion for Merton and a portion for Mokes, the
yes.
cat.
Mokes.
I'll happily dish out a little bit extra coinage for Merton, but when it comes to Mokes, you'll have to speak to Mokes himself to see how much he's willing to pay for baby Kraken tentacle.
He's my friend. I got it for him for free.
Ah, alright, ain't you a little good Samaritan? Ah, aren't I a condescending prick? Cool.
awesome.
Delete my awesome Kill drawing there. Consider that fan art. Damn it, why can't I click this blue line? Get the fuck off my map. You bastard. Aha! Yeah, success. Ah, that was the hardest part of the game. Right, so yes, Herman. Yes, put those there. Teeth. Did you manage to get any of the little fella's teeth?
Yes, I believe we found 3.
Ah, baby teeth, I see. Oh, so interesting. Oh. Okay, so...
You didn't tell us. What are you doing with this?
Well, to be honest, the teeth are more just, I want to snazz up the shop a bit. I don't know if you've noticed, it's a little bit boring in here. I want to get like a hog's head for the wall and some Kraken teeth. I think would look lovely. The tentacles...
With cocktail sticks.
They're a little big for that, to be honest. They're more likely to be using them as stools. But to be honest, who would want to sit on that is awfully pointy. I mean... I know a few people who wouldn't mind it up them, if you know what I'm saying. Mustn't gossip. I'm a terrible gossip. Yes, so... I imagine you probably want a little bit of monetary rewards. Yes?
Yes, please.
He sort of shuffles off downstairs through an overly large doorway, which obviously he needs it, and returns back up. He's got the big bag. He puts it down on the counter and sort of goes, "Okay, this is you had 5 tentacles at 200 gold pieces each. That's 1,000 gold. And the teeth, yeah, it was supposed to be 100 gold, but these are baby teeth. They're a little small, but considering you shouldn't have even been fighting a live Kraken, I'm willing to obviously pay you the full price for them. I can't be an arsehole about this. This is frightfully awful and a terrible thing I've made you go through here, and I apologize. I really do.
Okay, good.
So that's 1,300 gold pieces, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. So that's 1,300 divided by 5. Let me just type this into my pocket calculator. That's.
Can I quickly do a? Can I do a? Sorry to interrupt, but could I try and I don't know. What would this be? A persuasion check? You know, we went through an awful lot to get these. I'll just try. I'll tell you what. I'll just try the persuasion check, and then we can see what happens there. 16. I don't know. How open is he to persuasion about that kind of thing?
I think considering you guys are getting 260 gold each, which is a lot of gold. I think that's more than my character has at the moment. You're getting this from one quest.
Oh.
You should probably be happy with the gold.
Yeah, I bought.
What I was thinking about was, just making it a round number, 1,500, etc.
I think you should probably be happy with the gold.
Fair enough.
I mean,
who am I to say no?
You guys have done going to the keep before. Do you usually get that much gold?
The 260 are usually a little bit more than what I've gotten before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should probably be happy with the gold.
Yeah, this is kind of, at least what I've gotten on 2 previous missions, I think.
Put together.
To put it in perspective,
Kind of, yeah.
I bought 2.5 tons of lumber for 50 gold.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, ignore
You can buy a house almost.
You talk to him and he said, I will give you each another pie. Not a healing one, but a tasty pie of your choice, which you can scoff down and enjoy thoroughly. But I appreciate...
Free lunch? I'll say that.
Free lunch. You know what? We'll sit down, we'll have a cup of tea each and a pie. It'll be a lovely, joyful evening. And
can we watch some football as well? A pie and tea and...
As long as it's not American football, that's fine. I mean...
Oh.
But yeah, no, 260 gold, I think. If I gave you too much more money than that, I would,
People would be just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. We're supposed to be making this challenging for them. Duh.
Go on Uncle Joe's missions. He gives out lots of gold.
Yeah. So much gold. He gave us 10 million experience points each. We had to just fight a baby Kraken. And he gave us NPCs to help us. Although they were armed with wooden scimitars. Hey, they took a lot of damage. They at least did that. But, so yeah, you get your gold, you sit down, you have a nice evening with Joe, there's plenty of drink and pies and all that, and he talks about other fantastical missions he's got. Yes, I need more ingredients for this and that pie, and pies that can make you invisible, pies that can make your bloody hair grow back, which would be fantastic, because I'm as bald as an egg.
I'm gonna scarf my pie, and then I'm just gonna leave.
It's understandable. We're all busy people. So you guys, you leave eventually, having your fill of pies and ale. I mean, I've never known a Goliath to turn down free ale, but apparently, there's more important things to do. And you return to the take.
Yeah, just give.
I'll remember for my next one shot to make a pie shop map, so So you guys have somewhere to maybe, I don't know, fight over pie? I don't really know what you do.
Pie fight.
Pie fight. So Merton's inside. You see him, he's standing on his tiptoes, just like fingertips on the edge of the desk. So some bugger's stolen my chair. This is not funny at all. And he sort of...
So, Merton, the contract that you sent us to was actually with a live Kraken.
Oh, did I say it was dead? I knew it was a live Kraken. Was it live? I honestly can't remember what Merton said. Oh, jeez, and you managed to beat it, or is it dead?
Probably not.
It's
It's not
very
dead.
unhappy. It's very unhappy.
Oh. Well, I will make sure Vanessa is aware of the fact there's a live Kraken in the Osmit Sea. I mean, that might be good for business later on, but it's going to be bad for trade if all of our ships are consumed by a Kraken.
Not just one.
There's more than one?
It was a baby
Potentially.
Kraken. Mum's got to be around here somewhere.
Around here somewhere?
Yes. Have you noticed? Have you noticed anything like weather changing, unnatural tides, etc.? An unusual amount of storms.
I don't really go outside much. I mean, I don't know if you've... I suppose you're new to the take. I pretty much never move from this exact spot.
It's a general question. It's a general question. Uranissa looks around at everyone.
Have you guys noticed any storms around lately? I mean, I don't think Merton has.
Don't think so.
I've been building my house, so no.
Well, I was about to say, you'd be in the best position to determine what's the weather like outside. Well, I don't know what the weather's like usually here. Is it warm, hot, cold?
You hear Uncle Joe from the other room going, "It's bloody sweltering outside. I've switched to my summer robes."
Oh, God.
If those are just, like, short shorts, I'm leaving.
That explains the fragrance.
You've never seen a crotchless robe before, so to be honest, it's quite an interesting sight.
A crotchless robe is just what Grandmaster Pycelle wears just after he's been with a prostitute. It's just like a thin robe with nothing underneath, I assume.
Oh, this is
Images I didn't need.
this is not what people want to be seeing right now. Yeah, so there's not been any strange weather around here, but I mean, we'll keep an eye out, and we'll definitely put the word out that there is a live Kraken in the Osmit Sea. Hell, who knows? Maybe somebody will pay up to get it killed.
Maybe.
You think that's going to be? You think you'll be able to find anyone who can kill it?
Hey, we've got some strong members, and there's enough of us.
It's made by the gods, or do you mean the baby Kraken?
You know what? We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I hope so.
Yeah, so did you manage to score any meat for me? I mean, Kraken meat, maybe?
I'll pull out the 1 or 2 pounds of meat that I set aside for him and set it on a piece of, like, parchment paper and put it on his desk.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, lovely, big and fresh. Look, it smells...
As fresh as we could.
It smells
I
kind of
don't
bad,
think you'll be disappointed.
it gets 3 bears out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I look forward to trying it. How much do I owe you? I mean, or is there anything I can do to repay you? I mean,
Restock the guild's potion supplies.
Restock the guild's potion supplies. You know what? I'll speak to Vanessa, and I also know that Herman is working on some healing pies. Now, if he manages to get the recipe right, we could stock up on those, and that would solve our potion problem. Because the best thing about pies as well is, if you drop it, you can just pick it up. If you drop a potion, it breaks, it goes all over the floor, and it's useless.
Do you have any way of keeping them fresh?
Bag of colding, perhaps?
Ooh, yes.
True.
Bag of colding. I mean, I'd have to look into it. I think
They
Vanessa
do
may
have
one.
They do have ones where they give them out for contracts that require body parts to keep them fresh.
Yeah, so you keep your pies in the bag, but you probably don't want to be mixing like the heart of a fucking vampire or something with Kraken.
Yeah, fair point.
Pies and
Make sure they're cleaned out afterwards.
yeah, you have to turn the bag inside out to get all the crumbs out. Cool. Is there any other?
Here
business?
is your heart of a vampire.
This is a pie, and then you just turn around and you see like Ulfa there with a vampire heart taking a few bites out of it. What? Huh? Oh. Tastes like Kraken. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much the one shot done. All that's left to do is dish out some XP. Now, it was only a Kraken, so I'm thinking like 10 XP each. Are you guys okay with that?
Sounds legit.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Okay, so you take... No, I
Thousand.
Platinum XP, right? Platinum XP. It's worth more.
Platinum, yeah.
Yeah.
You get XP plus you get a gift card for Herman's Pie Shop. It's good for 5 pies.
Awesome. Is that like a Nando's card?
It's not even a gift card, it's just one of those punch cards with one punch in it already.
Yeah. Yeah, you only need to get 20 punches and you get a free pie.
I'll punch someone 20 times.
So you guys each get I'm gonna say 200 XP. I was sort of like, it should be 175. It's like, no, I'll make it 200 XP.
Thank you.
And I will give Legion. This was your first game. You did some good role playing. You did you picked up 5e fairly easily, considering you're used to another gaming system. And I suppose you probably don't know how much XP you need to get to level 2.
300.
You get an extra 100 XP just for knowing that. It's just one of those things when you get initiated, basically you're a level 2, so you get your 300 XP, you get to level up. Okay. I would also like to give Tyndalls an extra 25 XP for munching down on live Kraken while trying to fight. That was fucking badass, so that's Tyndalls with a plus 25. I really enjoyed that, I thought that was great. Then I would say, who was it that cut off the captain's hand? Was that Ulfa? No.
No,
That was me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Varanisa.
Yeah, she cut off the captain's hand after before Ulfa threw the lifeboat overboard.
I'll give you an extra 10 XP for that, which means you're on 310. Just don't tell anyone. And Kilg, was it you that pushed the ship overboard?
Yep.
You get an extra, I'll say 15 for that. So, does anybody else think did anything badass that deserves a little bit extra?
I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off for the entire fight.
I think Mel should get some XP for that.
Mel is now a level 25 space captain. She's gonna call herself Mal instead. That's not canon.
It is now.
I don't get it.
No,
I don't get it.
You don't get it? Oh, it's from Firefly / Serenity. It's, you know what? Watch it. Watch season 1. If you enjoyed season 1, you'll love season 2. It's.
Oh god!
I am not that stupid.
That is cruel.
I am not that stupid. I know there's no season 2 of Firefly.
Oh.
To be fair, though, if someone did that is just cruel.
Oh, I made myself sad. So yeah, that's that all done. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully somebody got enough XP to level up. Well, no, Legion definitely did. Oh, Legion, you need to decide: do you want to be branded with the Slayer's Take emblem or tattooed?
Oh, tattooed, definitely.
Tattooed.
Oh,
yeah.
No self-respecting noble will allow themselves to be branded. It's a
they
sign
get
of
a
commoner.
choice now.
Are you going for a tramp stamp?
See if we can make things interesting. On the chest between the
On the chest?
No, on the back.
On the back.
On the back. On the back between the shoulder blades.
Okay.
Probably,
So
you're probably best off doing it in like bright white or something like that, so it shows up very well against the skin.
Okay. Merton takes you out the back and tattoos the Slayer's Take emblem between your shoulder blades. Can you roll a con save for me?
There will be pain. I'll scream. Lots of pain. I'll scream loudly.
19. You take it. You take it. You take it. And you don't wince. You don't do nothing. You're like, this doesn't even hurt. Oh, not at all. Doesn't hurt. Nope, nope, nope. And yeah, you're tattooed. You're now.
Fuck you know.
You're now officially a member of the Slayer's Take. Welcome. And you slayed a Kraken for your initiation ritual. Ritual? Whatever, your initiation. That's badass. Nobody else can say that their initiation was killing a Kraken. Well, you didn't kill it, but you know, cutting off its tentacles.
The fact that I hit it like once and then cut off the captain's hand for being a fucking coward.
Yeah. It was a large ship, but if I made the ship too much smaller, I think it would have been too easy to sort of drag people over the edge.
Mm.
And, you know, Tyndall's nearly got eaten by a Kraken.
Yeah.
That was... I mean, I was worried for you because I was like, I really don't want to kill Tyndall's, despite the fact that she
It was
killed my
only by
baby
like
spider.
1 point as well that I saved it, I think.
Yeah, it was damn close.
Oh. But it worked out.
Yeah, everybody survived, and you got a nice big payday, you got a nice bit of XP, and hopefully you enjoyed the game, because that's...
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
important
really
thing.
did.
I need 700 experience to level up again.
Oh, you get an extra... You get nothing.
Oh.
700 experience. God.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
We said 200, right?
Huh?
15.
It was it was 200 for
200 for everyone.
Wait.
Legion got an extra 110. Tyndall's got an extra 25. Killed got an extra 15.
Cool. I moved into level 3 now.
Nice.
Level 3 is where the fun comes in, isn't it?
Which character are you ilmed?
Barbarian. Daedalus.
Oh,
Yeah.
which berserker path are you taking?
I'm actually thinking, I found some on the Unearthed Arcana, which is Path of the Zealot.
Oh, that one.
What?
I really love the ability that you could be raised from the dead for no material components. I think that's hilarious.
Cool.
It kind of fits with how I'm thinking of building my character, so that's kind of how it's...
Yeah.
What fighting styles do you reckon I should get? Defense or dueling? I'm AC 18 usually.
Defense would really knock that AC up a hell of a lot, wouldn't it?
It puts me up to 19.
Yeah, but I mean, like 19 is a pretty high AC. But I don't know, man. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll put it on defense because